Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Here we go. Let me know how the music is. Ah, CVC, back again. Hola, hola. Hello, everyone. Yes, I am Australian. Is the accent that bad? Accent's not that bad, surely. But yeah, let me know, guys, how the music volume is. If it's too loud, too quiet, I can fiddle around with it. Nice to see you guys. Hopefully your days are going well, slash have gone well. No, perfect, perfect. But yeah, great to see some people in the chat. Hello. Yeah, yeah. No, I get you. I get you. I haven't met too many Australians that play Raid, but yeah. You guys looking forward to some CVC? Got anything? Got any? Gonna do any booking? Champ building? 2x on champions, potion keeps, fire knight, spider, phantom shogun, demon lord, forge. God, they put a 2x on everything, guys. 2x on everything they possibly could here. It's alright. Yeah, probably book Pred. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Booking Predator will be great. I was playing around in live arena earlier and God, he's such a frustrating champion to play against. I wish I had him. No personal rewards, so gonna phone it in this time around, yeah. I'm in a similar position Zerul. We don't typically we got no like minimums for non-PR, but I try not to spend most of my resources during it. Otherwise, I won't hit 400k. Might wait for the Edward path now. Yeah, I mean, it'll be a good way to kind of decrease the amount of shards you have to pull. Edward looks really interesting. I'm a big Edward fan. I'll definitely go for him. My question is whether I'll go for the soul. So let me guys know if you're thinking about the soul as well, because I think he could be like a really just cool champion to have. You know, the block revive, ignore stone skin on the A3. Obviously, people are being built in Mercurial, so might not be as good as it was pre-Mercurial, but he still looks just interesting. His A2 looks good. I just done a gear cleanse, so are you doing all my sounds? Gonna book my gears back and pull for Podrick, not bothering with Edward. Yeah, fair. I've um I've got an interesting spot where I don't really have a good attack-based damage deal for Arena, so I've got a lot of space. I've got to do some gear cleansing, given it's just gear enhancement now. But gear and cleansing is just a never-ending saga, I swear. It's always more and more gear that you get coming up. How many shards would the Soul Plus champ be? 30, 40. Yeah, I think Leonardo was around 40. I'd say it would be a bit less than that. So I think Leonardo was like 22 and 18, I'm gonna say. So I'll probably go like 20-ish for the champion, maybe 16 or so for the soul. I'd be saying it's probably in the middle. 35 would be my guess around that. Yeah, I'd say 35 or so. So it won't be massively expensive. I mean, sorry, that's a complete lie. It will be pretty expensive, bit less expensive than Leonardo, but yeah. Um, I'm interested. I haven't done a hero's path before with the champ training aspect, so it'll be interesting to see how easy it is to get points in comparison to dungeon diving. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a I'm not sure if it's gonna be like a champion training event or a champion training tournament. So I don't know if you can enlighten me if you get points for booking or not. As you said, you'd book for it, but I wasn't sure if it's like event structure or more of the tournament. It's the tournament you get the points for booking, whilst the events you do not. So TBC on that. But yeah, it's probably going to be quite expensive. But I just think his kit's cool and unique, right? Limited time, so definitely go after him. You can always build up the soul as well if you need to. Don't have to get it instantly. But yeah, just getting some classic arena done. Usual. usual stuff getting done today. I haven't had that much time to do all of my usual shenanigans. Or the dailies. I always add up. They take forever. Fortunately, the Fabian was enfeebled there, so didn't get eliminated or locked out, sorry. But yeah. Booking, waiting for PR CVC to book champions is such a long wait. Especially if you pull someone good. It's such a long wait in between CVCs, a month. But saying that, I don't know how about you guys, but I don't get too many books each month. I probably get 20 or so. So it's enough to, you know, book 2 champions basically, but it's not a ridiculous amount. You guys, did you pick up Bike? Let me know if you picked up Bike, because obviously he'd be the other champion that they arguably should have done a guaranteed event for, that everyone could, you know, go and do. Such a cool champion. Resisted. Day 2. Day 1 stun. It's UDK. Taking forever. All these arena fights these days just take so long. With Mercurial, UDK in the meta. Just take forever to whittle down people. But yeah. Stand by the Edward. He looks exceptionally cool. Especially for someone that doesn't have like an Ignore Stone Skin champion already. He'd be really good to pick up, I think. Even though he's not, you know, a massively... He's not broken levels. Alright. Push down the classic arena tokens. When does the gear enhancement go live? It is live. There we go. Gear enhancement's live. So we can start working on that. Plenty of anniversary points. You guys doing the Sand Devil Turn attacks coming up once again. You guys doing the Titan event? Let me know. Let me know if you're doing the Titan event down below. Because I wasn't gonna do it. But then when they put the 2x on primals in, I was like, if I'm gonna end up pulling all my primals anyway, might as well. Just double dip. More gear hunters. I don't know if there's gonna be any overlap with the. There might be a day of overlap, I suppose, with the champ training. 10 ancients, 9 rares, 1 dupe Burungiri. Yeah, that's rough, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That's really unfortunate rates. Yeah, I mean, you're looking from a 10, you should get at least 3. You should be looking at 3 epics. So that's very unfortunate. I mean, I got lucky because I got 2 legendaries from my 24, but they weren't great. Except I got Kira, who will get me my second Mikage, and then I also picked up a Lanicus, I think? Yeah, Lanicus. Bad ally attack. Last tempo I got Harvest Jack, so it is what it is. Harvest Jack's not bad with his, I mean, it depends what stage your account is, right? But I thought his buff was quite good. And I have him. Harvest Jack. I thought his buff was quite cool. Makes him a much better champion, you know, for an early game like Arena. It makes him actually work booking and building now in comparison to early, where I'd argue where he just wasn't worth it at all. But if you get him from a code now, it's not that bad. Yeah, exactly. As a rule, he's now like useful. Before he wasn't useful whatsoever. Hello, Dread. How are you going, man? Hopefully you're going well. See if we can beat this, get the right champions to beat this really frustrating level. I don't think so. Maybe. This might work. Arbiter's probably going to be very squishy. Have the block buffs. Leonardo's the only damage though. Would probably need decreased defense. How are you going? How are you going, Dread? Hopefully you're all good. I haven't finished building all my champions. Oh god. Put him in my Doom Tower with Gizmak, put them to sleep and wait for the bombs, either feared or sleeped. Yeah. Hey, he looks really good now. Happy that they I'm happy that they changed him. I need to finish building all of my champions to do that, to do those levels, unfortunately. I started rebuilding my champions yesterday and I got about halfway through. So now a bunch of my champions are just not fully built, unfortunately. Which is an annoying situation to be in, but I just got to finish rebuilding them at some stage. But yeah, I'd recommend him to now. If I don't know if they still give him out in the logins or like the download links, but he looks pretty decent. So he'd be someone I'd consider recommending. But saying that, I don't know if he's still better than, you know, Narma the Returned or Tholen as the other two legendaries that you can get. I'd probably argue not. So he's probably not as good, but thank God Marius can just kind of solo his way through the normal Doom Tower, especially these earlier levels. Saves a lot of time. Makes my life a lot easier to get through them, which is always nice. I don't think he'll be able to solo this, but I can try. See how it goes. Never know. Never know. Oh, his A2 is not quite enough. It's a bit annoying. Ah, you got the reset. Perfect. So say that's going to be an annoying Arbiter with the revive, and then the turn meter boost is a bit annoying. Fortunately, he still does quite a lot of damage, so we should be alright. Interesting to see. Kind of wasted his A3 and A2 then. Opener with the Enfeeble. Yeah, that's... The decreased defense is not pretty. Boring. I thought we might be able to get through without actually chucking in a proper team, but we will put in a proper team. Doesn't really matter. Lamassu, I suppose. Just pulled a 2-star stall for Nagorio. Nice, man. I'm assuming, did you get him through the prison summon? It's always nice getting a soul for your champions. Nice little stat boost. Will go especially if you're early game, go a long way. Stat boosts are huge with the souls. But yeah, was that? I'm assuming that was through the Prism event they've got going on at the moment. Ally attack in with the Grand Oak. Very lucky to pull this guy. Alright, perfect. Perfect. Worked much better this time. Just pulled a 2-star, yeah. Any of those stat boosts early on are just so good. So good. God, the enemy max HP count makes this so much slower than what it would be if I just used like a normal champion that wasn't enemy max HP based. That's alright. Speed and resistance is always good to pick up. Also don't remember, he's good though on the final stage of Shadowkin Faction Wars, and that's a boost. Yeah. I'll have a look in a second. Did you get him from the Prism? I'm assuming so. Rather than just normal soul stones. I mean, I won't question pulling the soul stones, but maybe a little bit without any boost. Unless you're farming for looking for some CVC points, but it's only it's not personal rewards, so yeah, let me know. I don't remember. So good though. Yeah. Nagorio. He's the epic, right? I'll have a look in a second. Revive on death again. Blizzard going down. And Uugo has been completely wrecked then. No last stand from Uugo, which is always good. Never enjoy Uugo last standing. Bit of a pain. You guys excited to see the end of the collaboration with Assassin's Creed? It's felt a bit lackluster, I found so far. I made the video on it. It's definitely gave away my opinions already, but yeah, not the biggest fan of how the collaboration has gone down. All right, provoke is whatever. Should be able to get rid of this guy. One to submission. Enemy max HP. It's funny that the A1 does more damage than the A2. The healing's kind of annoying though. Healing's actually very annoying. %3 of his max HP. There we go. He's gonna go down eventually. Very slowly. But he'll get there. 3% of his max HP. Crazy behavior from this boss. Crazy behavior. Increase defense, strip. Yeah, he's going down slowly. I was like, oh, just chuck Marius in solo. He'll do this very quickly. Nope. There you go. Soul Rip though. We'll get him. Keep moving on. Attack and resistance. Resistance is always good early on. Start building it up. God. There you go. Dragging all of this around, making a complete mess. We'll just farm this out. We'll go down to 5, I think, and then I can use the rest. Use the rest later. Once I finish rebuilding all the champions, need to get up the optimizer though to do some rebuilding. Probably had the ding. Alright. Should easily smash through this Uugo wave here. Yeah, look at the A1 from Marius. I'd say 2. It's confused what my other one was, but he's obviously not in this pool of champions. Protected counterattack's a little annoying. Is he getting the... that's alright. He's stealing all the buffs I'm putting up. Annoying. And then with his counterattack A1 as well. Putting out decrease attack. Apparently, Nubs made a video on Uugo where he wasn't working as intended, and Playroom said they're gonna fix him. No, you're all good, Dread. You're all good. Hopefully your work's all going well. I'm good. It's been a pretty busy past couple weeks. Well, past 2 weeks since the last stream. Just with stuff going on outside of Raid. So it's been pretty busy with that. And then, yeah. No, Raid's obviously been usual Raid stuff, all the dailies to do. So yeah, but other than that, you know, it's been good. Nothing wrong with being busy. Nothing wrong with being busy as well. Hopefully your work, as I said earlier, is going well. Let's finish off some faction wars. should be able to just easily go through this level. Except I think my Phsylax doesn't have his Arachnid Elixir anymore. Yeah, I know, man. I know, I feel you. I've been even, yeah, just busy trying to find time to play. But it's just like the dailies take up such a large amount of time to do that I don't have time to do all the other stuff on the account. You know, time to gear cleanse, time to do all of that. You run out of time to do everything you really need to do on the account to keep it going smoothly. But it's all right. But yeah, hopefully your work's going well, man. Hopefully it's a nice chill time for you. Even though you did say you were a bit busy. I don't know if this is gonna work because my Ancora is missing gear. Yeah, right. This ain't gonna work. Ancora missing gear is making this slightly more annoying than what it should be. She's missing a lot. This is what happens when I got halfway through the rebuild. Donatello and Fabian. That's all right. I'll swap the gear back in a second. And I need to go collect the advanced quest missions. There you go. Get the extra. Great thing they did about this is adding in the triple keys. Triple super rates. Why they couldn't add 6x super rates for Iron Twins? Bit beyond me. But, you know, it is what it is. See if it works a little bit better now. There's the cleanse. I'd say it's not really working as well as I thought it would. Does he not hit us? Does Embrace have gear on? He does. I thought does he not hit hard enough anymore? Surely not. Maybe he doesn't. Yo, Glide. Nice to see you in the chat, man. How are you? Maybe he doesn't hit hard enough anymore. Hopefully you're going well, man. Maybe we just gotta get the right procs on the true fears here. Tell me to boost up and see. Yeah, there's the right procs on some of the true fears. Should be okay now. Block revive, and we should be chilling. Yeah, hopefully you're doing well, Glide. Hopefully you're doing well. I don't think our I don't think there was two. I have to check the blood shield in this rotation. Actually, there's not much point in me checking the blood shield, is there? Completely forgot that I don't really need to check the blood shield anymore. For the blood shield rings for Bannerlords. Yeah, I know. I completely forgot that there's not real much point if I'm picking up the. I was about to say yeah. No, I completely forgot. Oops, probably don't need to push it anymore, but that's all right. There you go. Clearing the night revs. I've got a. I might be able to do Sylvans. Bit of a mystery. My biggest struggle is finding time to push harder content. Like, I've not touched my Grimforest hard because I've not built out my champs. Yeah. I mean, that's the issue. I'm currently missing so many rewards. Yeah. And that's why you've got to have good gear sets or just champions built. So I was saying that I started rebuilding a bunch of my champions. So all my presets that I have in like the global just aren't quite right at the moment. So to get the account back to where it's easier to play, I have to go back through and, you know, finish all these gear sets off. Like Titus is missing a bunch of stuff still. Yeah. Fabian, of course, I had to put on for Ancora, but like Fabian's got a new build. It's nice. It's nice rebuilding it, but you have to, you know, properly finish rebuilding everyone. Otherwise, it's just not gonna happen. And I forgot the other piece I took off. I took another piece off to get, it was Donatello. There we go. Was he missing more stuff? Oh, and Korra took 2 of his pieces. Right. But yeah. Yeah, it's just a time sink, right? It's like, I want to get the account to a stage where I can just, you know, my teams are optimized, right? And I can spend time playing live arena each day. Love playing live arena, right? But I don't have time to do more than just the daily stuff. Otherwise, it just takes up so much time. So I'd love to get to a stage where I can just, you know, sit there, run my dungeon stuff, don't have to worry about any of it, just run it all and then, you know, stuff around. Doing what I find to be, you know, the PvP side, which I think more interesting than the PvE aspects. Personally, I enjoyed PvE aspects, but there's only so much enjoyment I get from running the exact same team each week on Hydra and Chimera. Like, it's good fun the first time. Second time, third time. You're a good glide, man. Enjoy the rest of your evening or morning. And yeah, thanks for popping in to say hello. Very much appreciate it. Very, very much appreciate it. It's nice to see you in the stream. Thank you. Oh, yeah, we're just taking it chill today. Non-PR, so not too much to push for. So just having a nice chill one. I think the main thing I got to do is do a bunch of rebuilding for some champions. So that will be the aim. As we get progressed a little bit, I might even pull my Prism Crystal I picked up from the Dragon tournament. See what we can get from that. See if we can get anything interesting. Oh god, pushing up all too far into gold at the moment. See, that's a good pull. I'd be happy with that on my account. A 5-star Rector would be quite nice. Fortunately, I have most of the epics, so the epics would probably get used if I pulled them. Who the hell is this? She one of the new units from the Argonites? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, she's one of the Argonites. Yeah, I mean, I'd just take anything that's an upgrade. I was looking at the rates before. 72% chance at the epic, right? Which is... was hoping for a big soul on the dog. Yeah. A Crocad big soul would be good. He's someone I would love to have a bigger soul on. But I don't have he's not high enough on my investment in terms of purchasing. I'd really like a big Lydia soul. I think would be my main thing. So Nature's Bounty is a bit more consistent, but like, I don't have that many of the legendaries, so any soul that's an upgrade, honestly, I would just take. But 72% chance. The issue is right. Yeah, big Wixwell soul would help. I mean, he doesn't need it though. It would help make his build easier, but he's not gonna be like game changing, I suppose. Like a Crocad soul would increase the damage output. Lydia would help with Chimera a lot. Like even Newt, I wouldn't mind a Newt soul, but it's not gonna be like a massively, you know, game-changing soul for me. None of the legendaries I have like get used. I look at more souls for just PvP most of the time, and none of these champions I really use in PvP. So, but yeah, any upgrade would be good, I think, for the account. But odds are that you won't get an upgrade. So I'm happy that you ended up with the 5-star Rector. I think mine's sitting. What's mine? I've got a 3-star on my Rector, so she's not even booked. I mean, she's not even mastered. I've got so many champions now that just aren't mastered because there's no time to sit there and just work our way through all the masteries anyway. Let's pick up this energy pot and we'll do some of the Iron Twins. See if we can pick up some red essence. I have been waiting for Marius Soul to pop into my Soul Merchant. I got the first 3 so quickly in the period of like a month, and it's been like 2 or 3 months since the last one. Same, so many champs and missing scrolls. Yeah, I wish the dungeon divers or gear hunters events, I wish they were like based on energy spend, so you could spend energy in any of these dungeons and get points for it. Then, you know, I can spend my energy in Minotaur and get points. Then actually get some more of them done, rather than at the moment, you know, you have to get the gear, which is just, I'm a bit disappointing, but they're never gonna change it. Who is on progressive? Yeah, It just opened it up a bit more. Who's on progressive? Always like to just have one gamble with the ancient on these progressives for CVC. Elva would be nice. Block debuffs, increase speed. Don't need her. Vesteel could be fun for a nuker. Might actually just put Vesteel in. Calidor could be cool, but he's such a funny unit. Like he's kind of selfish with, I think, with his faction unity stuff. So I don't think he's amazing as a faction unity. He's interesting, but I don't think someone you'd rather chase, honestly. None of these are really massively. Balar could be cool too. I think I'll just chuck Vesteel in though. And all right, got to clean up space. We'll just go. We'll be food, so we'll just go straight to the there we go. There's a nice little food champ pool. Did the same for Elva. Got a Droop Argonauts, right, which is very useful for the faction guardians. Yeah, that's good. Will be very useful. Picked up a nice little thing for Thursday or whatever when they make the champ training go live. I finally filled out all my faction guardians, my epic ones. So it's gone to the stage now where I'm gonna have to start thinking about like empowering, because look at all these epics I have. I just haven't empowered anyone. I haven't got around to sitting down and figuring out who I want to empower, so I could have a +4 Venom, +4 Akentum here. But in the grand scheme of things, a +4 Akentum's not going to do too much for my account, so I haven't really been focused on it. Yeah, true that. I've got they just all sit in my reserve vault, not being used. Had to finish off the champion chase yesterday by pulling a bunch of mysteries. So I got a bunch of 1-stars sitting here I haven't actually gone through yet. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad I've popped up on your recommended again. So it's very nice to see a returning face. It's very nice to see a returning face. I like your YouTube banner, man. It's very aesthetic. It looks very aesthetic. Blood shield. At the level 2. Yeah. No, it looks cool. It looks very, very cool. So I think you've done well with that selection of banner. You ever thought about, do you play, Nick? Bit of a Raid Shadow Legends fan? Or you just came to see what was happening? Yeah, that's fair. I would recommend it, but at the same time, would not recommend it whatsoever. Takes up a lot of time. No, I appreciate you coming in to say hi and visit. It's always nice to see a returning face from last stream. Yeah, Jed, that's what I'm seeing here as well. So I'm seeing here. That's a lot of CVC points. It's very much appreciated though, Nick. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Then I have to get around to building these champions as well in a second. Probably do some gear rolling first though. Gear rolling first while the gear enhancement's on. Thanks, Nick. No, enjoy. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Very much appreciated. Makage could do with a lot of glyphs. Is there anyone else's pieces that need to be rolled up? Anyone else's pieces that need to be rolled up? That was there someone's? I swear someone's chest piece needed to be rolled up. Or maybe I rolled up already. Newts needs to be rolled up. Get us some newts up. Crit damage. There you go. That's a nice roll up. Defense percentage. Snoot could do a lot more damage. Defense percentage. I've got to be careful with rolling up. Solinar is no joke in arena. Yeah, man. It's ridiculous. Solinar is just... I will say just stupid, honestly. The amount of damage that guy does is... yeah, unbelievable. And the fact that you have to lock him out so he doesn't get all of those buffs. The amount of buffs he gets is such a frustrating experience. If you can't do anything about putting his A2 on cooldown, he just sits there and just doesn't get debuffed. It's like, great. What am I meant to do about that? And he always gets the most ridiculous buffs. I ran into one. He got 3-turn stone skin. I was like, wow, that's great, isn't it? Freaking, I love the Solinar on the enemy team getting 3-turn stone skin. Yeah, I mean, in terms of like, I don't mind him getting like his A1 on extra turns. I can live with, right? I think that's fine. Oh my god, I didn't strip off anything. But it's his it's the other thing that triggers it. Is it the turn meter boosting that triggers his A1 as well? The turn meter boosting, I think, is a bit ridiculous. Thank God. Fabian came in clutch there. I think that, yeah, the A1 going off when you just turn meter boost is very annoying. It's probably about overkill. Yeah, so I'll accept the instant turn and extra turn, right? That in my opinion, that's fine. Turn meter boosting though is just a massive pain to deal with, because it's very hard to get a team competition where you don't turn meter boost. Like, 10 meter boosting is just a big part of the game. It's like, trying to pick 5 champions, none of which turn meter boost is basically impossible. So Marius and him do the same thing with, you know, the, I don't know. Is it supersonic? Marius, yeah, the supersonic would just wreck his kit. Same thing with temporal chains with Marius, right? You just can't run temporal chains into Marius 6-star. Otherwise, you just get absolutely deleted. It's not a fun experience for anyone. We'll see if we can run up against a Solinar, actually. Now, this team... yeah, Pain. Morning, Loopy. Hopefully you're going well, mate. Hopefully you're going well. No Solinar, but this team would be bad to go against. All allies are immune to cooldown increasing effects. So my Fabian is not going to lock out any of these guys here. And this Noelle is definitely going to be built in like 9-piece. Mercurial. We'll test it out. I just know it's not going to go well. I'd be so surprised if the... yeah, she's not in 9-piece Mercurial. Oh, 2-turn stone skin. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. But, I mean, I didn't even know why I turn meter boosted. They're just going to be immune to the lockout. Let's look at the debuff duration decrease. Crazy. But yeah. Aim is you build your Lady Noelle in the 9-piece Mercurial, and then she's basically invulnerable at this stage. Fortunately, he didn't get the memo, and his team is crazy. A buff steal. But yeah. Loopy, we don't have like a minimum or maximum for non-PR, don't we? Oh, Dread, I'm loving Bike. Loving Bike. He's a irrespective of his passive, which is obviously his main drawing point. Irrespective of his passive, I just enjoy the buffs and debuffs he puts up. Just even in arena, I think it's great. He's a great option. Yeah. All good, Loopy. No, so he's in 9-piece Mercurial Dread at the moment. The issue is, I think I wouldn't have the gear. I don't think, to be able to build him with crit damage as well as with like enough accuracy and speed. I'll show you the build. Yeah, he does hit well. That's the upgrade to him. So his build's here. He's in 9-piece Mercurial. He's in crit rate gloves. He's nearly crit capped. Incidentally, I didn't mean to crit cap him. But yeah, he's not built with not built with crit damage in mind. Not built to do damage. I was more focused on getting his accuracy and speed first. And then once you get, aim is to get a blessing for him. Once I get the blessing, especially the 5-star, he'll become a lot easier to build. But the issue is he's also my second best Mercurial gear, because Hilvy's taken the best Mercurial gear on my account. Obviously, they use slightly different if I crit capped him, but in terms of like accuracy and speed, Hilvy is the best gear. So it's a balancing act, because I could try building like that, but then I don't know if he's gonna work as well as a support. So my opinion was just to like, you know, focus on the support bit, and once I start getting better Mercurial gear, crit damage on that is quite nice actually. Then I would be able to, you know, maybe move to adding him to do damage as well. But like a bunch of this stuff needs scary work. Like these boots I need to keep re-rolling them until I get speed. All of that jazz. But yeah, I've seen like some god tier builds, not god tier builds, but better builds than what I can run. And he does hit like an absolute truck. He's a unit. Absolute unit. All right. What events are on? There's not a lot on at the moment. I already finished this dragon tournament because the gear hunters was on. So I finished off the gear hunters, finished off that dragon tournament. So there's not a lot to, we might just run some marshroos low-key, guys. I could run 3x, it is 3x speed, but am I gonna get any good gear out of running the 3x speed? Probably not. One Chimera key. I don't know if I want to run my Chimera. What team do I use for what area, Dread? What area? Maybe I'll run my Chimera key. It's not really what I enjoy doing, but yeah, let me know what team for which area. I had a team that could do hard 10, but it wasn't 100%, so I stopped using it. Ignore this. I just used Marius and Tholand and did stage 20 and then just ran food. But I was using an all dwarfs team. So I was using this, which could do hard 10. But it wasn't 100%. It was Hilvy, 2 Newts, and a Tholen. But they struggled with the boss with the amount of damage he did. So I just swapped to doing normal 10 with food. Either Tholen or Marius can solo it quite easy. So swapped to doing that. But I gotta rebuild this dragon team. So I was saying actually, we can test out this. I'm not sure if this team is gonna work. This is my new Fine Art Hard 10 team. I tried to copy Boozer's, but I wasn't fully maxing out on the enemy max HP against the boss, which was making it a bit of an issue. So we're gonna try this team. I think I set up the presets, and we'll see if this team works a bit more. A bit better. What is Lamassu gonna do? Yeah, Lamassu's fine, I think. See how long it takes to get through the waves. What team did you use, Dread? Let me know what team you ended up using. Might be a pretty slow wave clear, actually. Given I've lost Marius. The Newts can do a bit of damage, but they're not ridiculous at clearing through the waves, but just want to see if the team actually works. They do a bit of damage. The A1's quite nice on Grand Oak. Resisted. Issue is there's no hard CC. Leo, Ninja, Mikage, Mishinaki, Shuzen. Yeah, that's a nice team. That's a nice team. I can't complain about that. Only farm Dragon 20 though, yeah. Yeah, I was umming and ahhing as well because Dragon 20 is more efficient. And I was trying to do the gear hunters at the same time. And I was like, do I chase the efficiency or do I chase the better gear? Decided to go with the better gear for stage 10, but it wasn't 100%. So I ended up switching to just the solo. If you have Tholen, he's pretty good to, he's a pretty easy build to get him to solo it. With the, I think it's the Life Drinker Mastery. I'm not a... I turned off the Newt's A2s for this wave from my previous team, but I might get rid of it. Yeah, I run him. Any AoE basically should be able to do it. If you have a Thor would probably do it. Mishinaki might, actually, if he's got enough damage. But yeah, no, that's a good team to get it done. I've got to, have you put, oh yeah, you pulled yours. Honestly. Yeah, I haven't pulled mine yet in case there's like a soul event at the end of the week, because you never know what Plarium's going to do, but I low-key just want to pull the soul. So, like a soul chase event. I doubt there would be, but there might be one. And then I'd be annoyed if I pulled it and there was a soul chase event. But at the same time, I just want to pull it. Very annoying experience. I have a crazy amount of soul sense people have been saving for a while. Yeah, that's good you're saving it up. Are you going to save up for 2x or are you going to look for the guaranteed champion? This Rio could be an issue. If she gets a turn, full cleanse. That's a bit annoying. Anyway, yeah, because I had to use... I didn't have to use a bunch. Yeah, guaranteed champ's always the way to go. I had to use a fair bit of mine for... I did the guaranteed event for Basim. So that's where I all mine went last time. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. The decks for the guaranteed champions are just, they're such a difficult thing, just because there's not much you can do if you don't have, especially soul stones. There's really not much you can do to circumvent it unless you spend a ridiculous amount on energy, but the energy to soul stone conversion is just not good whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, Basim's not a... Yeah, Basim's not a must-go-for champion. All right, let's see if this team works or not. So, first ally attack coming in. Perfect. I will say one of these newts is not booked, so he's running at an 80% chance to freeze on his A1. All right, here come the newts once again. Should go and decrease turn meter now. See what we get. 2, so that's the newt that's not booked. Another decreased turn meter here. We should go reset with the ally attack here from Mikage. Get some more turn meter decrease. I should now get the decreased speed coming out from Lamasu here. There we go. Decreased speed now. So we'll see if it just becomes a question of do we cycle back around or not. He would have just sat in my vault, so it did not seem worth it. Yeah. I mean, mine's more than likely just going to sit in my vault. Unfortunately, but because he was limited time, I just decided to bite the bullet and go for him, even though it might not have been the wisest decision, because I'll be in a bit of trouble if another deck comes around, I think. But yeah, Hilvi is a much better champion than Basim. I will say quite confidently that it's a 5-minute run, but it is 100%. I'd say that it's probably 100%. So I feel like it's a win. I feel like it's a win. It is quite slow. If this other newt was booked, it might be a little quicker. The issue are the waves, right? God. Still more A1s to come in. It's a bit unfortunate we didn't get a reset with Grand Oak's A1. Yeah, I was just looking for a 100% team, I'm not going to lie. I had a turtle team that did in like 5 minutes, but not 100%. There we go. All right. So 5 minutes 30. It's not a quick clear by any stretch of the imagination, but it's 100%. So I'll take it. I'll take it. I think if I fiddled around with the waves a bit more, it'd probably be a bit better. With the presets, yeah, so he's not using it at all. Decrease attack. I mean, I think I just go opener and then don't use on this, and it'll probably be a bit quicker. Test out one more run. But yeah, a Fayne hard 10 is so champion dependent, Dread. It's ridiculous how champion dependent it is. It's actually kind of silly. It's just such restricted content, where you just can't do anything if you don't have the right champions. There's just nothing you can do. So, unfortunately, it's an area where most people get stuck on, especially in terms of the Marius missions. There's just nothing you can do if you don't have the right champions to either just go first or, you know, go for a go second team. Here comes the A2 from Venus. I think we should be okay. I'm gonna keep getting the resets here with Grand Oak, which is nice. Unfortunately, I didn't proc the fear once again. That's all right. Champion stat intensive. Yeah. I mean, even if you have a newt, if you can't hit the speeds, it's not gonna happen. God, his wave clears is so slow. Much quicker when I was testing out Marius in this team. Yeah, I had to. Well, that's a main reason actually. I had to rebuild my champions, because to get this Fire Knight team to work, I had to build Grand Oak, Podrick, and Mikage quicker than what they were on my account. So I had to go back to the drawing board. Hopefully we get an A2 up soon from one of the newts. Don't mind the turn meter decreases. The issue is the Rio on the far right. Is going to be the main nuisance in this wave. There's the A2. Hey Maro, I used dwarves because my Tholan can solo stage normal 20. So I just ran dwarves. Dwarves are just also my best faction. I had a team that could do hard 10. Wasn't 100% though. It was probably a 75% run. So I just changed to doing normal 20. But yeah, I did dwarves. Yeah. I've already finished it though, because I had to because the Gear Hunters was on, so I just finished it all off. But yeah, let me know, what are you using? It's very account dependent, depending on what your best champions are. I also used Marius a bit for just soloing normal 10, but Marius not quite as accessible. Oh, very accessible, but requires a bit of time to get. But yeah, let me know what you're using, because you got lots of options. 2.5 minutes to get to the boss fight this time. A bit quicker, but we'll see if it's actually any quicker overall. We got decreased cooldown there on one of the newts, which is not that helpful. Alright. 2 turn meter decreases once again. Should be in an alright spot. We've pushed back all the way. Reset on the Mikage, which is perfectly fine. Tetsuya, Mikage, X2, Ninja, and Leo. Oh, Loopy, you'll be happy to hear this actually. Actually maybe this isn't. You might get a turn here. Oh, I didn't get a turn. God, it's cutting it fine here. We got 3. All right, I think the speed tune is just enough. Double Mikage. Yeah, Loopy, I'll show you in a second. I don't know if you've seen my video from this morning, but I'll show you what's unfolded. You'll find it. You'll be happy to finally hear in a second. Ninja and Leo. All those ally attacks are ridiculous. Or would be ridiculous. Yeah, Xenomorph. Dark Elves are good, man. Maro. Xenomorph is great. I actually have all of those champions you speak of as well, which is always funny. All right, there we go. 4 minutes. I'm going to be tempted to say should be basically 100%, but who knows? Yeah. And Tremia. I believe I pulled her. Let's have a look. I did pull her. I haven't built her yet though. That's nice. Yeah, just get the wave control and Xenomorph. Xenomorph's great. I recently built him. And yeah, he's a machine. Machine, especially for faction wars. Alright, Loopy, are you ready? I will show you what has happened. Can you see this? Kira the Watcher has been pulled, which means I can actually summon my final Mikage now. I've been missing Delaja for 4 months, and I didn't even pull her in the end. It took me pulling the freaking legendary. Absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, well, the second Mikage is now ready to go, so I can join you in the two Mikage gang. But yeah, I'll save her for a champ train. No, not champ training. What is it? A champion chase. Because I'll save her for a champion chase. Because you don't get as many points when it's a duplicate. Where is it? Champion objectives. Yeah, so you get champions for the first time. Look at that. You get half the amount of points if you already have one. Thanks, Maro. I mean, I appreciate it. I'm not... Look, I already have a Mikage who I pulled. So I don't really... Like, I would have preferred to have pulled a non-duplicate mythical, but here we are. Here we are. I still pulled a mythical in the end. This was the other Mikage I pulled in November or something. Yeah, I mean, in terms of duplicates, it's not the worst duplicate to have because you can use them in 2 Hydra teams. No, I'm lucky enough to have an Ashnot. If you're familiar with Boozer pulled me an Ashnot in one of his videos before I started making my own content, which is very cool. He also pulled me this Newt in the same video. So, yeah. So I have an Ashnot is like the pulled one. Then I have a pulled Mikage, and I got Embreeze, and we'll have this second one from, yeah. Second one when I do this summon. But who knows when that's going to be. I like your team though, man. Your team, I'm assuming you're doing Phony and Mina. Mina looks cool. She looks cool. I've saw some play testing on her. And the play testing, like her kit looks absolutely ridiculous. And I'm sure it is still ridiculous. But the play testing I found a little bit, not disappointing, but she wasn't as broken as I expected her to be. Like, she still looked amazing, but not quite as broken. Like, just with the amount of base attack she has, I thought like 1900. I think the main thing is, right, she's just limited with this form swap, not being on an active ability. Frony's interesting. We have someone in our clan who's a big Frony enthusiast. Oh no, sorry, not Frony. He's a big Furat enthusiast. Let me know if you use Frony. I think Frony's probably one of the more likely champions to get a buff. I like this design, but yeah. Let me know how much you use them and what you use them for. Minnow looks cool. I think Frony's probably on the most likely to be buffed, which is good because then you'll get a nice new buffed mythical, but yeah, probably not the most useful at the moment. I don't know what. I just don't think he hits hard enough, right? I think that's his main. He doesn't really do a lot, does he? Attacks all enemies. Yeah. If this champion's max out, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming given he's not used that much, he just doesn't hit hard enough because he doesn't bring a ridiculous amount to his kit. This is based on defense. Does he get an extra turn off this? Find it a bit weird he doesn't get an extra turn on this. I feel like he should get an extra turn and be able to go into like his A1 or A2. Yeah, I didn't want to break it to you, but yeah, I think Frony's probably the worst in the game. Mythical, but that's, again, not bad because he could get a good buff. Minna looks cool though. Minna is someone I'd be interested in seeing. She looks very, very unique. Very unique. And just, yeah, she looks like she could put out a massive amount of damage. So Minna would be great for PvP. And she blows up faction. She can blow up faction wars wave with this. Here's this. What's this ability? Oh, it's in her first form. Her passive in her first form, where she does enemy max HP damage. can delete some stuff in Faction Wars if they have like if they get turn meter fill. I saw someone testing it in a hard Faction Wars. It was ridiculous, but yeah. I'm sorry about the Fronley pool, but I'm sure he will get buffed. He will get buffed very soon. They won't leave him around for long. There's a couple on their need to buff list, I think. In terms of, they need another high elf mythical. Yeah, he should get one. He should get one. Polara needs a buff, but I don't know if they'll touch her for the foreseeable future. Just because not many people have her. Meswell needs a buff. Garrel got her buff. Aphidus could do with a little buff. Yeah, in terms of champions, like non-limited ones, Karosa, both dwarfs, Fronny and Furad probably need another buff. And then Toshiro needs a buff. So there's a couple. He's definitely on that list of probably 4 or 5 champions. Probably 4 champions that need a big buff. That would be the 2 dwarfs, Fronny and Furad. Would be Mezabel, and then would also be, I forgot his name. I had him up. Toshiro. But yeah, I'd be surprised if he didn't get buffed. Be very surprised. Oh, yeah. I get you. Like, he'll be useful for your account, right? Especially, I'm assuming, for your Faction Wars. But in terms of, like, he doesn't really do much on this in this first form. I was having a look, right? It's just damage, He's got this, but he's got no real survivability, right, in his first form. It's just all damage. Whilst, like, Garrel now does damage, has the survivability. His second form, I don't know why I wouldn't get an extra turn off this. Like, ally attack unkillable. Like, it pairs nicely with his A1, but I'm assuming he just doesn't quite do enough damage for people to use him in, like, arena later game and stuff. Would be my only comment. Again, can't test him as I don't have him, but... Alright, gear rolling. We're gonna have a look at what I got from farming all of this dragon today. These are all the pieces I got. I spent way too much energy on dragon. Probably, I finished the gear hunters, so that should give you guys an idea of how much energy I spent. Probably 4 and a bit K energy. And these are all the pieces I got. So we get to roll them up now and see if we can get some speed pieces. Yeah, thanks, man. We're looking for... Basically, I'll rework pieces that... it's alright. See if it doubles on the speed. Doubled on the wrong stat. I don't know if I even want to roll this to 16. Probably not. Probably not even going to roll it. Alright, 6 die here. So these are the money pieces. Speed on the bottom. Come on. Fingers crossed. Not bad. Come on, bless me, game. It's alright. On my account, I'd probably still keep this for the moment, but it's running out of, like, double roll speed pieces are running out of time on my account. So it's rolled the HP percentage as well, which isn't... I don't think I'm going to roll this again. Yeah, it went alright, Glide. This one's not getting rolled again, though. Alright. Nah. It's look at... It was like 4k energy for all of this gear. It's just a ridiculous amount. Oh, God. Wrong button. Come on. Ugh. This is where all my silver goes so quickly. All right, let me know if you think I should rework that. Probably not, because it's only a double. All right, HP percentage could be on for a triple speed here. Fingers crossed. It's not keepable, unfortunately, but that's all right. All right, looking for the doubles and the triples here to rework. That is not going to be on the rework piece. Again, 5-star now. Not as excited, and it's not going well. God, 5-star again. But yeah, let me know if you think I should rework that legendary chestplate. This one is not being reworked. We only rework triples around here, guys. It's the only thing we want to rework. If this triples, we might be able to do our first rework, and it hasn't tripled. So unfortunately, we get disappointed. Speed boots. I swear, I should have had this on keep speed boots. Don't really need anything else. 5-star speed boots. I'm not going to cut it either, especially with those substats. So 4k energy has got me a double roll speed shield, and a potential rework here. But even like a rework, I don't think it's probably worth it. On that roll, guys. This could be alright. Potentially a triple here. This is where all my silver goes. Frick. We'll keep it because it's a supersonic, yeah. Most likely it's going to give me a flat stat and not what I want. Alright, let's go have a look at the toxic gear, which I kept for some reason. That is not gonna bother. Accuracy is alright. It's not staying. Alright, substats. Speed. For raw speed, we'll keep it. Yeah, that's what we end up going with in the end glide. Okay, we could be on for a nice speed piece. We are not on for a nice speed piece anymore. Attack percentage though. Oh, it does have crit rate. If I have to build like a damage dealer and a... whatever, I'll keep it. 5-star. Cannot be bothered, and that does not have speed. And subsets I would want to roll up. Alright. So that's a lot of energy to not get anything useful, but are we surprised? Not really, no. This is probably my best supersonic piece, guys. Supersonic is so hard to get. I actually have a lot. I haven't rolled this apparently. But I'm definitely gonna have to go through all of these pieces and get rid of them. That's crit damage, HP. Oh, it's not a good piece. This could roll speed though. It's double rolled accuracy. It is flat HP though. Get in the bin. All this rolling costs so much freaking silver. Get in the bin again. I did rework that. Why did I rework that? Just gotta go in the bin. Speed boot. Looking for the HP percentage here. I don't know how many speed supersonic boots I have. Of that. Do I have any 6-star speed boots? Apparently not. God. Rolling gear, guys. It's just a very disappointing outcome 99% of the time. So, yeah, there we go. It's always the disappointment. Disappointment strikes hard. All right. What can I run? We'll run some of this Doom Tower in the background here. I gotta filter out the rest of this gear. Whilst this gear enhancement on and CVC for a little bit of double dipping. How's my accessories looking? Oh, guys, the accessories nearly overcapped again. It's the biggest cannot be bothered in living existence to clean the accessories. I've managed to get on top of the actual gear, but accessories have just remained very untouched. Speed boots, attack percentage. Why do I keep these boots? So many more of these top pieces. Speed, accuracy. That should not be being kept. Speed, accuracy can be kept. I don't think I have any good supersonic pieces. I just didn't get into courtesy. Yeah, they take forever to get. There's really not much you can do to speed up the actual... What the heck have I kept this for? There's not much you can do to actually speed it up either. Which is the unfortunate thing about it, right? You know, like... Me, you... are just unfortunately never going to catch up to the quality of gear of, like, other people with supersonic. Just because we missed out on so many rotations, right? It's very unlikely that we would catch up to that same level of gear that they would have. Yeah, that can get in the bin. Just because they've had so much more time to farm it. I really need speed on these pieces. That's an interesting nuking piece, but it's only a 5-star, so it's probably not going to get kept. Yeah, it's unfortunate. That's why Cursed City is quite important. I don't think I've ever used this piece as well. Alright, didn't roll speed. That rolled speed. That rolled speed. This is not a great piece then in the grand scheme of things. This one's pretty good. This one is also good. So we'll keep those. But yeah. Also, I appreciate like if there's something you guys want to see on my account as well, just let me know, and I will more than happily stop sorting through this gear and show you guys. Double roll defense speed. All right, there's that. Speed and accuracy. Double roll accuracy. Right, that's going in the bin. This one can be capped. That one is going in the bin. This one will be capped. That one will be capped. But yeah, just let me know, because I appreciate this is probably not the most exciting thing you guys have ever watched. But I did preface it is a very chill CVC stream. This is my idea of chill. Just rolling through all this gear. Trying to clean up some space. All right, we gotta actually concentrate. HP, crit damage, accuracy. Not a great piece. Resistance, accuracy is interesting. Not really the greatest logic I've ever seen in that piece. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Your stone skin and protection will eventually build up, and you're right. You'll never get to the stage of some other people, but fortunately, it's not that bad. Fortunately, what am I saying? Fortunately, you get a lot more of protection and stone skin. Once you build out your roster, it comes a lot quicker than this is bad. This is not good either. It comes a lot quicker than all the Cursed City sets. HP resistance. I really don't like this chest piece, and I don't know why it's here. Resistance with accuracy and defense percentage. It's a bit odd. I question it. Like, this is and there's no speed. Ah, Venalicia. Yeah, nice. Oh, frick. It's definitely being used as part of the person. Yeah, Venalicia is a great champion. She looks block buffs, decreased defense, the revive. Very nice champion. Much better version of, not much better version, but a better version of Uugo, right? Got a lot more versatility. Because you actually get a revive, unlike Uugo's conditional one. Alright, let's have a look at these pieces. We need speed and accuracy. This needs to get rolled up another level, so we actually can see what it turns into. Are you enjoying the game? I'll ask, how old is your account, Mara? She probably needs another roll in it. Ah, of course it splits. What about this? I really only need one set of frost. Like, have I ever used this set? Yeah, right. Alright, we're cutting the frost down to one set. I've never used this goddamn set in my life. Speed and HP can get in the bin, and you can stay. Why was I using this as well? You can get in the bin as well. Ah, all good. Nice to see you, Zero. Thanks for popping back in. I was saying, I'm just doing the most exciting thing you can in this game and cleansing some stuff. So let me know if you want to see something specific on my account. Because at the moment, this is just doing the very unfun task of slowly working my way through some of this gear. Honestly, again, I think I only really need like even that one. So we'll keep that one there. Defense, resistance. What's this one? Resistance, HP, and this one's not right. Defense, speed, res. What's this one? Attack, speed, crit damage. We'll keep that one. All right, we'll keep those two. But yeah, Do you guys keep on top of your gear? Let me know, because sometimes it can very quickly get out of hand. Defense percentage, crit rate, accuracy, speed. Triple roll defense percentage. Why'd I glyph this? Just fragment summon Taya about to. Just a fragment summon Taya. Multiple couple champions into a level 20. Yeah. Yeah, Zero, that's me. I've got a bunch of champions. I think I've got the next day to kill before some more events come live, and I think I'll just do some champion training in the meantime. Defense. Defense, crit rate, accuracy. I still don't understand why this could go really badly, but will this piece ever get used is the thought process, right? Let me know what you guys think. Doom Tower normal fragment summon, yeah. I'm not that familiar with all my fragment summons. Let me know if you guys think I should rework this or not. I don't think it's ever going to get used as a piece, so it might be worth the rework. I don't know exactly, but at least 5 years since after 29. It sucks because I was always super sporadic with being invested in playing. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. It depends if you picked up like all the login champions during that time, man. But I don't blame you for being sporadic. Yeah, it can be a bit, you know, you can get worn out playing this game a lot. It takes a lot of your time. You can wear yourself out very quickly. I pulled Arix from an ancient this morning. She's still relevant. She looks old. Hello, Fried. Yeah. So she's a login champion you get after a while. I'll keep it for the morning. Moment zero. Yeah, she's used to solo Spider. She can solo Spider hard 10 in the right gear. She's a decent champion. But yeah, she is odd because she's part of the daily login rewards. I kept this here for a potential rework, but it's not. I'm not gonna rework on that. We'll keep this piece. But yeah, Arix is good. I don't have her. Israel, as you can probably tell, has her. So he can probably answer the questions a bit better than what I can. If you have any questions about her. Alright, we're just gonna keep the mythical bit then. Speed, HP. Keep the one speed bit. Always come back for the free champs. Unfortunately, I came back for Artor, but stopped playing halfway through the calendar. Yeah, man, that happens. It happens. I don't blame you. Can be a very, yeah. Can be a bit tiresome, but... There's a bunch of champions I would... Oh, God, triple. I'm not rolling it up again, but... Oh, I should roll it up again. But I don't really want to. Crit rate, attack percentage. HP speed. Keep the crit rate, attack percentage, I think. Rather than this one. Do we have any of these chest plates? That is a horrendous chest plate. Why have I kept that? So I'll just get rid of that. None of these sets are ever going to get used. But yeah, I don't have Arix, so we can have a... Sigh for the triple speed. Yeah, well, it's on this, but I can roll it up. It's probably not going to roll in that. Yeah, there we go. But it's just... It's a triple speed, but it's just in Frenzy, right? It's a 4-piece set. And it's only on a 5-star as well. So it's only 18. Out of idle curiosity, if I look at all, like, this is just idle curiosity. In terms of, like, where would that fit in terms of my speed pieces? If I sort my pieces by most amount of speed, right? See if we can even... So it sits here. So these are all the... Yeah. So these are all the pieces on my account that are faster every single shield set. So yes, the triple is good. However, it's on a... However, it's just on a random set, which never gets used. And then plus, it's also a 5-star piece. So it's only plus 18, right? Mind you, this does include glyphs. Oops. So, like, this is a bit lower in terms of speed. So it's not bad. It's not bad. But it's not the worst. Saying this, I actually don't have that many great speed pieces on shield sets. I don't have a quad. That's a triple. I can't see Maris's. Actually, Maris is definitely a quad, but it's on a 5-star. That's a triple. But yeah, it's very account dependent on the gear. I'm sure if I was much earlier in my account, it would be, I would have freaking loved a nice 3-star triple roll. But yeah. Arix, where were we at? Arix. I had Arix on my arena team for so long. A1, a random buff off each enemy. Yeah. Where is she? She's a god. Knight's Rev? Yeah, here she is. Yeah, that's annoying. Buffs up to a decent chance percentage as well. 35%, 40% if you go with the mastery. I always find her passive annoying to deal with. Heals this champion. Each time they inflict a critical hit, I find that a bit annoying. But yeah, if you put her in Slayer gear, I believe she can solo hard Spider 10. Very gear dependent though. Yeah, Spider's 10, 4.8. So she's a great champion. Great champion. But yeah, she does, her model looks pretty outdated, right? That's pretty cool still. The eyes are quite scary, actually. Yeah, nice. Avoided having to do any of the I had to avoided having to pull shards then, I suppose. Soulless. This guy really bad. He's alright. Provoke. I see. Yeah, no, that's you're saving all of those up. I had a bunch. I had a bunch of fragment summons, but I pulled them all to get bike. There are a bunch of champions that are really good, but get overshadowed by flashier ones. Yeah. Yeah, right. There's like, even now, right? I would argue, like champions like Harima, Mishinaki are still amazing champions, but you just don't see them in like the top tier Hydra teams anymore. Just because they're being power crept and they get overshadowed. But they're still amazing champions. Not that I have any. Oh yeah, 100%. 100% it was worth it. Would you say deflection or swift parry for early game sets? Deflection is better put on someone that places debuffs. CEO Glide, have a good rest of your evening, man. Have a good rest of your evening. Yeah, deflection is, can I even see the stats here? Actually, I probably have to go in. Deflection is better on a debuffer. Swift parry is more for your damage dealers, as a general statement. I need to find my gear. I don't know on this guy. I don't even know if I've crafted any deflection. I have a little bit. Yeah. The deflection here is good. So the 4-piece is okay. Deflection is probably best at its 6-piece, where it deals bonus damage, and this damage can remove total guard stacks. No, you're fine, man. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here for the stream. You know, if I'm not gonna be playing the game anyway, I always find it interesting. Might as well just open up a stream and see who's around. Happy to answer questions, but yeah. You run deflection. It's very new, right? In terms of deflection was basically you never used, but they buffed it. So now it's got this, the 6-piece bonus is good. Swift parry is just better for a damage dealer though. Deflection is not great. I wouldn't put deflection on a damage dealer. Look, you get the speed, the crit damage, plus this 50%. I would keep swift parry at a 4-piece though. I wouldn't go up to the 6-piece. I still want Phsylax. I want to put the twig on him to see how many poisons I can get in one go. Funny you say that, right? Because here's my Phsylax here. And I think I do have what you're referring to as the twig. This one, right? The Spore Burst Rod? I've never used it on him though. Never used it on him. How much does it actually cost to swap over? 80 to swap over, so it's not that much expensive. Not that expensive, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I used to use Phsylax for live arena a lot. but he does nothing if they're running Mercurial. Same like with Stone Skin, right? You didn't have most of the time everyone wasn't running Mercurial, but there's a lot more Mercurial. Yeah, Nishaka would be good, man. Nishaka would be good. I just don't see the point in using it over the Arachne Elixir. If I had a good bomb champ like Nishaka, it would be good fun to use. Personally, I think Swift Parry is worth to spend hammers making. Yeah, I agree. I spend all my hammers on Swift Parry rather than Deflection. Deflection would be nice to have on someone like Mighty Uugo, or someone that puts out a lot of debuffs if you need someone for that. But yeah, I think as you were saying, Swift Parry is just better. God, I have not done much of this gear cleansing, guys, and I haven't done much champion rebuilding either. There's so much freaking gear. All right, we're getting back into it. I don't have an Arachne Elixir. Yeah, I mean, then if you don't have an Arachne Elixir, it is definitely a much better piece then. Like, what is this piece? If it doesn't have speed. Defense, accuracy, HP is not great. Attack percentage, chest plate, speed, crit rate, sure. Resistance, no, you are not being capped. Accuracy, resistance. This is a better... Wait, was I keeping this? I was keeping this. See, this piece is just... We'll sell these. Oh my god. So the issue, guys, I can't sell half of my freaking pieces because they're part of random presets that I forget. Yeah, getting back to the Arachne Elixir, Phsylax has completely fallen out of the meta, unfortunately, with crit damage, accuracy, HP. Freaking hell. None of these rolls are that amazing. We'll keep that. That can go in the bin. That can stay. Double crit rate, sure, whatever. This one's obviously already rolled up, so I'll keep it. That is interesting. This is interesting as well. That is just a better version of that. That is double accuracy. If it rolls speed, I'll keep that. Oh, yeah, whatever. I'm breaking the presets. I cannot be bothered. Got to clean up some space, guys. So we're gonna break presets if necessary. HP percentage. I was hoping for speed, but can you do speed, accuracy, triple speed, nuking piece, whatever. That's all right. All right, helmets. What are we looking at? Accuracy, speed, sure. Double HP percentage is you're looking at being on the chopping block. One roll of speed is not ideal. That one is interesting. This one is getting straight sold. Double roll accuracy. That one is rolled. Double roll res. Double roll speed. Do I need a nuking helmet? I have so many accounts trying to get RNG on champions with beginner shards. I finally had some luck and pulled Solon. Is that only 1-to-1 shot towards fair? Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, not a bad strategy just rolling with the early game accounts, man. Until you get something good. Do I have any better speed? That one's triple. That one's a single. Is this a single? No. Alright. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, just re-rolling on the initial until you get a good champion it can be a very nice way to start the game. Triple res will keep. Sure. What the actual hell is these pieces, guys? Res speed, res accuracy. What is this? We'll keep that. Res accuracy. Res HP. I'll sell these. But yeah. What link did you use when you started Fried? Because I used an interesting link. Like, what beginner champs do you use? What link do you use and what beginner champs do you get? Rebuilding my stuff 2B to I. I took your advice from last time and rebuilt my arb. I still don't like her, but she's sitting at 350 speed. 6k. 6k attack! 6k attack on your arbiter. 350 speed is cooking. Accuracy, you wouldn't worry about. I need to... Can you send me a screenshot of this arbiter build you have? If you're in my Discord. You don't have to join the Discord. But if you are in the Discord or want to join it, I'd be very interested to see a photo of this arbiter build. Because, again, you're the only person I've ever met that builds a arbiter with 6k attack. And I respect it. But I'm glad I helped you out. 350 speed is a very healthy arbiter speed. God. I'd like some speed on some of these freaking gauntlets, guys. What's that? What is this? Whatever. But yeah, that's again crazy. Crazy, man. Accuracy. I stand by that. But yeah, if you're in the Discord, just send me a DM with a screenshot of your build, because I would love to see it. Corvus, Tagoar, Venomage, and Mordecai. Not bad. Burns, Reviver, Venomage, decrease defense, decrease attack, poisons, heal reduction, Corvus, buff extender, poisons. Yeah, Corvus and Venomage pair quite nicely together with Venomage's poison activation. So speed, no. Resistance main stat, accuracy main stat, accuracy main stat. Attack main stat. Get in the bin. HP main stat. I hate that one too. Accuracy main stat. Attack percentage. There we go. I was gonna say. I still want to see a screenshot if you can be bothered. If you can't be bothered, don't worry about it. But I would just love it. It would just, yeah. I'd be interested to know. As I was rebuilding my champs, I actually rebuilt a new fastest champion. It was kind of sad to actually do it, but I took gear. No, that's not good. This is just arguably a bad piece. Immunity for 210s. Interesting. Yeah, I took some gear off. I made Arbiter not my fastest champion, which was very, dare I say, sad to do. Kind of hurt me, you know, emotional attachment to her, but I made a change to get someone else a little bit quicker. But yeah, it was tough. It's quite sad moving away from the Arbiter. What the frick is that chest piece? Triple oral defense, that can stay. I'll keep that. That's still preset. Shield set. Peloton mage. Cooldowns on A1. Yeah, nice. Nice pull, man. Nice pull. But your Venomage would pair well with Corvus. I mean, you're getting a buff extender. Mordecai is nice if you want HP burns early on. 5-piece Mercurial, 3-piece Supersonic. Yeah. Yeah, just be getting a lot of the speed then. Like, here's my Arbiter. I've got to roll up this piece. My Arbiter's no longer in my fastest gear. So she's only 341. My fastest gear now is because I got a 6-star banner for Lamassu, or 6-star soul. She instantly gets, what is it? Frickin' hell. She instantly gets plus 15. Where the hell is it? Blessing. Yeah, plus 15 speed. So she instantly becomes easier to build as my fastest champion. Plus my banner for my Demon Spawn is the best banner on my account. So I decided to make Arbiter not my fastest, and now it is Lamassu. So now she is 432 speed, which is around 22 speed quicker than my Arbiter was. It's a different though, because obviously she's just got the single target turn meter boost up rather than the AoE, which can be good and bad. Means I don't proc people in supersonic sets as much, but I'm only getting one person boosted up. Yeah, no, Mordecai's great for early game Spider. 100%, man. 100%. We'll roll up this and see if we can hit a nice triple speed, though. No. Game wouldn't want to be that nice to me. I was trying to remember. She was definitely the person I had to roll up still. Shield set. Shield set is something I'm always working on at the moment. Speed, accuracy, and resistance are what I need. Anything else, and it can go in the bin. Like that's going in the bin. Speed, accuracy, and resistance is what I'm after. Speed, accuracy, resistance, speed, resistance. Honestly, I really only need one set of shield. You only need one real shield set as well. It's not like it's a massive thing. Only for the specific tightest teams and everything. So speed, crit rate. So double speed is fine. Speed, accuracy, defense. Speed, accuracy. What is this one? Speed, resistance, accuracy. Double speed. I think this piece is just better than that one, so we'll keep that one. That is a nuking piece, so we're not interested. You wait, Fry, do you mean you go up like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 rather than going 8, 4, 8? So you go up in multiples of 1 rather than multiples of 4? Is that what you're saying? Let me know if I have understood you correctly. Selenia Nightclub Voivore is amazing for yeah, right. I was gonna say, yeah. That is the way to go about it. Going up by multiples of 4. With the speed, with the stat distributions, I don't go straight to 12 is what I mean, yeah. No, you're right. Speed, accuracy. God. Relentless is one of those really difficult sets, guys, where it can be used on different types of champions. So it can be very hard to get. It can be very difficult to pinpoint exactly, like it can be hard to gear cleanse it. I don't go straight to 12. Yeah. I only go straight to 12 if I'm feeling lucky and or lazy. Either or. Like double speed, sure. It's just not gonna be better. Double or triple res, triple speed, triple accuracy. This is his crit rate. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to sell this one, I think. Actually, I only sold 2 artifacts. Take it to 12 and see. Yeah, I've seen other people talking about her Zerul as being a good champion. I do need to rebuild my nuke. Got him in perception. I think he which you can see my nuke's in perception. Perception, pinpoint. He's not really got any. He's just got a mixture of stats. A mixture of sets, sorry, just to hit the stats that I need for hard fire night. Ridiculous stat requirements. Crit damage, speed. Defense, triple accuracy, sure. Oh, frick. It could really... HP, resistance, defense. Defense, crit damage. That can stay. It's a nice piece, so you can stay. It's an interesting piece. That is not as nice of a piece. Defense percentage. Sure. Speed. Resistance, HP. Right. What we are going to do is we are going to go fishing, though. I don't really have the... Oh, I can go fishing with the materials. Yeah. Newt's ridiculous, man. Newt is absolutely bonkers with how transformative he can be for anyone's account, really. He's just kind of like a plug and play, right? Especially early game, you just chuck him into any dungeon team. Chuck him into any dungeon team. Fire Knight, yes. Dragon, yes. Spider, yes. Maybe the only exception is Ice Golem, depending on how your team is built. But yeah. I'd say Ice Golem is potentially the only exception to that plug and play type thing. But yeah, ridiculously good champion. Have I gone too far down? I have, haven't I? Yeah, savage. Easier for me to look at all the items, guys, if I've just cut it down. So speed and resistance, keep that. Crit damage, crit rate, sure. Crit rate, HP. I mean, I can probably start moving away from all these split rolls, in all honesty. Take it to 12. Is there anyone who is on your most like wanted? Your most wanted champion? This one's HP percentage. Yeah, who is your most wanted champion? Ideally, I should probably take this to 12 and 16, sorry, and see what it rolls. It's a very nice piece. It's a very nice piece. All right, you are crit damage and speed. You are crit rate, crit damage. You are crit rate, HP. All right, we are done it. Speed is probably useful. Crit rate, attack percentage. On an HP nuker. Are these all the... Now I'm into 5-star. Got to be harsher on the 5-star here, guys. Got to be much harsher on the 5-star. That can stay. Don't really want... I think that's a better... Sorry, keep that one. Crit rate, speed, HP percentage. Probably needed to be triple on the crit rate, I think, rather than for me to keep it. I need a block damage for clan boss. Besides the usual, I really want Cecilia. Yeah, Cecilia looks cool. I completely agree with you there. Cecilia looks like a super cool champion. I would love to have her on my account as well. I need a block damage for clan boss. I'm assuming you're talking about Demon Lord Fried. Need a block damage for Demon Lord. Are you trying to build an block damage / unkillable team? It's triple row attack. It's a better piece. Keep that piece. Probably, it's tripled on the speed, which is nice. No. No speed. That's a nice piece. Demeter or Man-Eater? Well, I wish you best of luck. Demeter gives you the block damage plus the buff extension. Man-Eater is obviously the unkillable and block buffs. Slightly different ways of going about it. But still, I think, quite reasonable. So I wish you best of luck in your hunt for... Oh, Wixwell would be dope, yeah. Oh, well, Wixwell's the easiest solution, right? He's very much the plug-and-play type of character. All you need is a shield set, ideally, some buff extenders, and yeah, and you're good to go, and then suddenly your team doesn't die. This is interesting. Rolled up all these pieces. All right, let's have a look at what we're working with here. It's not a great piece. It is mythical. Not that that should really impact my decision making. This is also not a great piece. This piece is okay because it doubles on crit, right? I want to see your Chimera run if you're planning on running it now. Yeah, I can run it now. Yeah, I can run it now. Solinar, so you can use Solinar without his partner, Fried. Solinar without his partner is fine. Solinar doesn't need Noldua. Noldua will make Solinar better, but they're good enough. He is good enough by himself to use without it. Similar with Hilvi Torment. But yeah, the Chimera team is a frustrating experience, Dread. Because it's not... I'll run it near the back end of the stream. It's not a very fun experience. Smart option for the fusion tokens. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen anyone running Noldua. She's good. Actually, that's a lie. I have run into people running them together before in Classic. Not in live arena, though. You see, Fried, the issue is they're good in Classic or Tag Team Arena, but you can't really pick them together in live arena because, for example, if you pick them both, right, then they know your Solinar is not built at 100% crit rate. So if they ban your Noldua, suddenly your Solinar is just not going to crit. So the partners become reliant like that. They become a lot more difficult to run in live arena. Yeah, that's not key. That's fine. This is fine. It's probably not fine. Triple HP. I low-key might reroll this. But yeah. You're right, the Dread. I haven't seen too many people using Noldua. I think a lot of people will find just use for her in Faction Wars rather than in Arena. I think I'm going to rework this irrespective of where that rolls. Alright, come on, game. Give me something good. Give me... crit rate's not bad. Crit damage. Oh, thank God, game. But yeah. Wow, can you show me your Hydra? Sure. I can pull up my Hydra. I can very quickly do that. That rework has gone exceptionally well. Let me just finish clearing out this Savage Shields and I will flip it over. Yeah, no, that reroll's gone very lucky. Very, very lucky reroll. I'll keep that. I've got to be a bit... So that... Speed and crit rate, sure. I don't really like that piece. That piece is alright. I'm not a massive fan of this. That piece can stay. What piece wasn't I a fan of? I'm not really a fan of this piece. Oh. Okay, that's fine. I can just have more pieces off shits. Yeah, alright. Let me pull up my Hydra. I've already run it for this week. God, what is going on in here? Honestly, guys. I've already run them for the week. So, and plus, this week is a, it's also a, what do we call it? A tank week for us. So no need to push high scores. So let's have a look. So we're just aiming for 1.2 billion. So we'll see who's gone over their 1.2 billion, shall we? So Simfo here. We're meant to keep it to 1.2 billion, you know, for the tank week. We've done 4.1 billion here. So we've overshot it by a little bit. That's all right. See what we hit. 2.25 billion on Nightmare with this team is quite nice. Probably looking at around 500,000 just to head over, maybe 600,000. Again, not on the tank week. Raven just did the 1 key on Nightmare for the moment. We respect it. It happens to the best of us. We got Artera here too. Has overshot it by quite a bit. And then we get slightly into the normal range of... So shout out everyone here who's kept it to around 1.2 billion. But we're not going to call out any more people. Thank you, Mara. Thank you, Mara. But here, I can show you the teams, even though I've already run them. Here is the... This is the Nightmare team. It is a Titus Wixwell team. With Lamasu Yumiko for the reset, Ashna for the damage boost, and Lydia just for a feral. Pretty simple team. Can be a bit finicky to run. Brutal. What did I do in Brutal? Here's the Brutal team. It's a Marius and Crocad team. Bayek, Podrick, and Sneak Track. So Sneak Track's a character I don't think you would see that much, but he's quite interesting. He brings AoE Leech. Ally Protection, decreased speed is the main reason he's in here. Plus he brings extra survivability. Podrick is just in here for resets on his A1. Heals, ally attack. Especially with the A1 on Crocad. Bayek brings a lot of buffs. Then the hard team is a 3-turtle team with Rector Draft, Mikage, and Uugo. So yeah, there's the 3 Hydra teams. But yeah, I have not spent Hi Fried. No, it's not. There's no such thing as a stupid question. I have not spent any money on this game, no. For the past 2 months, have gotten content creator perks. So for, what is it, January and February. What is it? January and February. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. January and February, I got content creator perks, which I don't pay for. I get as a perk as being a content creator. One of the, not the official content creators, but through the unofficial channels. And that is, I take note of it each time. It's around, I think it's 10 Sacreds, 20 Voids, and 40 Ancients. 999 gems and 1,000,000 silver. So that's once a month. But I will preface that by saying the Marius and everything are... the Marius was all gone before I started getting the perks and stuff. I will say... Damn, 10 Sacreds. Yeah, 10 Sacreds is a lot. 10 Sacreds is a lot. I will say it is very beneficial in terms of being able to go for a lot of the events. In terms of outside of, like, being able to stockpile up to go for the guaranteed champion events, it is very nice to be able to have. Very nice to be able to have. Yeah. Thanks for clarifying, JR. Very much appreciated. But yeah, 10 sacreds is quite a lot. I will say it's nice. It's a nice bonus. But yeah, so I'd recommend if you guys want to get some free stuff, you can always become a content creator. I think, yeah. You might potentially get, I got reached out to, someone reached out to me about it and said, you know, would you be interested in joining the unofficial content creator thing? And I said, sure. So here we are now. But yeah, 10 sacreds is a lot. It's different to what the actual content creators get. I shouldn't say actual, the official content creators. So like Nubraids and Boozer and Ash, they're all like the official content creators and they get different perks. They don't get shards. So they're slightly different in what you get from one another. Speed, it hasn't really rolled ideally. Well, we'll get rid of this weapon. It's not great either. Too much. Yeah, I believe it's 12.6 gives you the most XP. I believe it's 12.6 gives you the most XP. However, 12.3 is typically what people farm because the shields sell for more than the boots I assume you get from 12.6. I think it's boots. So people, even though you get slightly less XP from running 12.3, you get a lot more silver. So that's why people run 12.3. Brutal 12.3. I think people do Nightmare when you're like whale endgame. Fried, I have spoken to Nubs. Actually, I've spoken to Nubs directly probably once. Makes great content. If he ever wanted to collaborate on anything, I would happily do it. But I don't think I should go in there and ask a question whilst I'm also live streaming. Yeah. I mean, I could. Yeah, it's 12.3. Dude, 12.3 is always the go-to. Like, is this piece ever going to get used on my account? Short answer is no. Is this piece ever going to get used on my account? Short answer is no. None of those pieces are ever going to get used, so I don't know why I keep them. Oh, yeah, right. Are you saying it's much harder to get them to, like, see the question? Is that what you're getting at? Yeah, well, Nubs gets a lot more viewers than I do. I can have a look. How many does Nubs says? Honestly, how many? Let's have a look. See, he's got 547 viewers at the moment. I have 18. Well, that's what my thing says at least. So it's much easier for me to answer the chat than it is for Nubs. But yeah, more than happy to answer any questions. You're okay there, Maroon? Or Morale? Morale Moon? Morale. I'm assuming it's Morale. Let me know if that pronunciation is correct. Speed, HP, resistance. That's okay. What we need to do is we need to roll up this piece. But yeah. Are there any other CCs you guys watch? Let me know. Because I probably consume a bit too much considering the amount of time I have on my hands. Res is 21. Glad to see the study is finished off there, Nick. Been watching. Yeah, Dennis is interesting. Dennis is interesting. What? I don't understand what. Yeah, Dennis is interesting. He makes very good content. It's highly informative is what I find with his content. Which is good, right? He's also very, like, he's got that very late game account. He's got a very late game account, so he's great to be able to make that. He's got like really good perspective similar to Boozer, right? There's a sleeper guy I like called Heroes TV. He is nice. Should we have a look? I'm not done play his videos, but let's have a look. Ah, there's the pop-up. Let's have a look. Ah, yeah. Clean and get rid of your clutter. I should watch his item hoarder therapy. Let's clean up the inventory. Because clearly I also have that issue. But yeah. MTG Jedi, Ash, Cobb, that's about. I watched others to do it or something. Yeah, I watched Ash a bit. Cobb, yeah, I watched a little bit too. My main thing is probably Boozer and Nubs. Boozer inspired me to start making some content. Yeah, no, it looks cool. There's lots of smaller creators out there that you can, there's plenty of people to watch. Big Papa Drock is another interesting one. Not a small creator by any means, but yeah, there's so many people out there to watch. I'm glad to hear you love learning, Nick. Sorry, I'm new. Can you help me pronounce your name? It is pronounced Phsylax. Blame younger me for not probably spelling it as accurately as I could have. Do any of these have speed on them? Oh, that one can say them. You can go in the mid. This is not a nice piece. Dan Mind Gaming is cool. I actually watched a couple of his videos the other day, Friday. He was very interesting. Juthri Raid. Juthri Raid. Ah. Yeah, I see. Winning my first ever tier 6 siege. Yeah. I like his thumbnails. They're very cool. For players, yeah. I see. He started making some videos recently. 3 weeks, and then after he hadn't played in a while, after I uploaded. Yeah, thumbnails are funny. I had some guy, not promoting myself here, but there was some guy popped in last stream, so 2 weeks ago. I don't know if you guys would be interested. Wild Max 1, I have watched Wild Max 1. I used him to help me build some finite teams. He is, yeah, he makes great content. I think Chance frick, what's his name, guys? Chance RSL? I'm gonna put it in. I'm not even promoting myself, guys. What am I doing? Let me find the video. All right, this guy came in the other day. So if you guys are interested in seeing Phsylax with the silent P, yeah, like the pterodactyl. God, have me at a second there. Yeah, he is straight to mind. This guy came in, so if you guys are looking at checking out that guy as well, he makes some nice, interesting content too. He was a nice guy as well when he came in. Let's clear this up. Speed. Probably just looking for the main stat speed, honestly, at this stage. Especially in the destroy boots. Yeah. He came in the other day. Cheers, Fried. I appreciate it. But yeah, there's a lot of smaller content creators out there. So there's plenty of people to watch. Just find whoever you most enjoy watching. Yeah, Chance came in the other last stream and came in and said hello. Nice guy. I had a couple messages with I spoke to him a couple times in DMs, and very chill guy. So if you guys want to go check him out, he's there. But yeah, plenty of options, plenty of content creators out there, big and small. It's honestly ridiculous. When I made my video a while ago, I researched like all the beginner links. I think it's my most popular video. Yeah, ranking content creators promo links. I had to do a lot of research to find all the links I could possible. I didn't even get them all, but it was funny seeing how many just content creators are out there. Yeah, Vulcan. Yeah, Vulcan's good. Vulcan makes good content too. He's also Australian, I believe. So speed, defense. No, you can get in a bin. You can get in a bin. HP. I really only need one probably good set of poison stuff. Like, that is not good. Attack percentage, speed, HP, resistance. Interesting. Also, I don't know how to make an Outlook or Gmail account the rest of my life. Yeah. Some people, yeah. Vulcan, does Vulcan do speed running? Oh, that's... Thank you, Kian. I can make my face bigger, but I don't know if anyone really wants to see me like this big, right? I don't know if that's on anyone's, you know, inspiration. I think I was this big. I think I was around that size. Let me know if I've made myself too big again. Nick, you're my inspiration, Phsylax. Thank you for this. Very much appreciate the $2 super chat. Very, very generous of you. Very, very generous of you. Push-up challenge live arena stream when? Gotta make the FaceTime. I mean, who would want to see the game when apparently, as Kiana said, you guys just want to see my face? Gotta make the face, yeah. Push-up challenge live arena stream. Yeah, look, banking on me being able to do push-ups, guys, but yeah, I'd have to set up the camera because I just end up doing the push-ups off camera. And I don't know if you guys, you know, I feel like the point is you guys would want to see me do push-ups. So you just wouldn't end up seeing them at the moment. I know, that's apparently what's going around now, Dread. Apparently my face can just, you know, be extended to being the entire screen at this stage. There you go. You can see me in very low pixels now. Very low pixels. There you go. Hopefully I'll stop punishing you guys now with the incredible zoom in. And honestly, all this has made me do is very slowly gear cleanse all my stuff. So, it looks better when it's the smaller. The smaller it is, I find the quality remains like better. You can't see the lower quality. Why watch Raid? Yeah, thanks guys. I'm appreciating all this support I'm getting about why watch Raid when you guys can just watch my face. I find it a little creepy, but not enough, I think. On my screen, they both look the same. Well, if that's the case, the question is, why don't I just make my head freaking massive then, isn't it? I think that's the answer. If I look the same quality, no matter the size. Hot tub stream. Mario. You shouldn't have. Thank you very much, Mario, for the super chat. It's very much appreciated. £5. That's €5, sorry. Thank you very much. It's appreciated. If you ever need anything, man, just let me know. If you never need help. But saying that your account's better than mine, so probably won't. But thank you very much. I can't say... it's very sweet. Very much appreciated. You remind me of a streamer I used to watch when I play MCOC, Marvel Contest of Champions. Matty Marvel Contest of Champions? Is that MCOC, Marvel Contest of Champions? Matty MCOC. Dread Hot Tub Stream, I'm not sure. It might be the answer. The smaller it is, the higher the quality. Need to go tell my wife. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I hope she agrees. I hope she agrees, the smaller the quality. Can you show us your fit or give us a room tour? I'm wearing the most amount of the fit you're gonna get is an Avatar hoodie at the moment. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Room tour, I don't know if a room tour will be on the cards. Maybe in the future. Hot tub stream. God. You know, if I'll give you guys one reason I would do a hot tub stream, all right? And there's only one way I would do it. If I somehow got in the same place as Big Papa Drock, I would do a hot tub stream with him. That is the only way you guys are getting me doing a hot tub stream. The only way. It's the only reason. And I'd be surprised if it happened because he lives in the US. But if we somehow ended up in the same place, no, Nick, Yeah, man, I need these toxic pieces. Well, Outlier, yeah, can't. I believe someone called Junior gave it to me. It's a very nice hoodie. Very, very comfortable. So, I'm very happy with it. Gets worn all the time. Mario, I'm gonna have to start offering you refunds, man. But thank you very much. Thank you very much for the number 5. It's very much appreciated. Again, you don't have to donate to me. I very much appreciate it. I feel bad taking your money though. Once again, if you ever need anything, just let me know. Apparently, I've got a decent amount of weapons for toxic pieces. Everyone join his Discord and ask for the collab. Yeah, again, Nick, you're not Big Papa Drock. You do know we can make that happen. Gentlemen, we have a goal. Oiled up to. God, I think I appreciate the... You know, something with Drock, we need this yesterday. Will there be baby oil? For that one, you have to oil. What is it? Yeah, look, I'm not making any promises on the actual, like, contents of it, I suppose. If we ever get to the stage where it looks like that would happen, which it's not gonna get to, I can speak to Big Papa Drock and, you know, get to a stage where potentially we have a discussion about what would go on. But yeah, there's the goal. There's the goal. If you guys want a hot top stream, thanks, Mario. Again, I can't say thank you enough. It's very much appreciated generosity. It's very nice that you appreciate it a lot. Makes coming home and, yeah, coming home and hopping on and streaming after a day at work makes it very, very nice to see all you guys in here. Chat is thirsty today, yeah. Sorry, I forgot he was streaming Raid for a second. That is horrific, Nick. I'm having big discussion of that is horrendous. If I could cosplay any character in Raid, what would it be? Oh god. Guys, this is taking a turn that I wasn't expecting when I started the stream today. If I could cosplay as any character. Would I cosplay Geomancer? I don't even have him, hang on. Would I cosplay Geomancer? I need a refresher on his... maybe. Potentially Geomancer would be an option. Potentially Geomancer would be an option. I think there's some better... Like... Who would I... God. Phsylax is War Maiden cosplay. War Maiden. Guys, War Maiden. We're stopping. I'm not doing a Yumiko cosplay either. I'm not growing a tail, unfortunately. So Yumiko's out of the question. If I could turn into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, I know it's not the answer you guys are looking for, but I do a Leonardo cosplay. Yeah. But if you know what, if we got an entire theme going, Lady Kimmy cosplay. Don't kill Lewis. Oh god. Guys, Farrakhan the Fat. Yeah, I do Farrakhan the Fat. If I forgot, is he an orc? I don't even know where he's from. Is he a Ogren? Oh, which? I don't even know what faction Skinwalker. God, that's very fitting. Yeah, Farrakhan the Fat. Yeah. Where even is he? I can't even see him. What faction is he? I don't even know. But yeah, Farrakhan could be on. Barbarian. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the... Yeah, I reckon I could pull this off. I don't know if my hair's long enough, but we can give it a shot. You know, if we got like a whole group of people together, you know, we could all go as like one giant, no, we're not doing it. War Maiden. I don't know if anyone wants to see that, man. I don't know if anyone wants to see a War Maiden cosplay. speed accuracy, speed resistance, triple resistance shot, speed HP. There's no speed, so that can go. 1 roll of speed, no rolls of speed. That one can go. That one can stay. Someone can go. Speed defense. HP. That's shot. Oh, damage dealing piece. Thank you very much, Nick, for coming in. Do you recommend booking Garrel first or second form? I believe her second form is better booked Hawks. I don't have her. But from what I've seen Boozer use her, and I believe he only has her second form booked. Both are good to book, but I think her second form is her damage form, right? So you want to go in the first form and put up the unkillable, and then you want to be in the second form for damage. So I'd book her damage form first. Really just want speed boots, I think. Probably aren't going to cut it. Defense, sure. Whatever, we'll just keep these. I'll roll these boots up to 12 though. But thank you very much for popping in, Nick. Very much appreciated. I'm glad we've calmed down slightly, guys, in terms of the direction the stream was heading there. It was getting very, very close to being inappropriate. But I think we held it just under the mark. This is not a bad weapon. So that's a nice off piece to have. I would have preferred the quintuple speed roll. But it's a nice off piece. Like this piece is it's just better than any of these other pieces, right? Yeah, guys, you got me blushing. You got me blushing. Well, have a look. We'll pull up Garrel quickly. Yeah. Yeah, I think the main use, right, is you go open up with this A2, and then you get your unkillable and counterattack for 3 turns. Protected. Crazy ability, by the way. How much? God. And then, yeah, you just stay around. Yeah. I mean, I would definitely book the damage, right? Because in my mind, when you're using her in arena, it's basically use this and then swap over, and then you really don't want to be in this form. So you really don't need, like, the cooldown. You don't even need the provoke, right? And you don't need the damage. So I'd book the second form first. How much for you to feed 5 Legos to a 6-star rare? I'm not going to give you a number because it's going to be too much. Unfortunately, I value my account, Dread. Maybe further down the line. I'm fun, but I feel like I'm not that fun. Give a number. No, I'm not giving a number because something silly will happen and you guys will somehow manage to get near a number, and I don't want that to happen. Because I actually like my legendaries. It would make a great YouTube short. Tell you what, unrelated to you trying to get me to feed a bunch of my good champions. The takeover list is not long, man. It's kind of just like a... It's kind of just a thing I do when I have time. So I offer a paid thing, and then I offer, like, you can just apply for a free takeover, which is basically, if I feel like making a YouTube video on an account takeover, I'll go have a look at that list of account takeovers. And then if there's something that interests me in doing, I will do it. It's basically how that looks. $100 million, yeah. Mara gets it. $100 million and I will do it. So you can just submit an application. I don't want to make any promises. But probably, I mean, honestly, getting a team depends on your gear, Damien. Depends on your gear. How easy that will be. Because it will come down to speeds in the end. $5 is not going to happen, Dread. And you know that. You know that. I feel like I'm undervaluing my account. It would make a great... sorry, what I was saying. My favorite YouTube short of all time, hands down, is Nubs' parody of Hell Hades Maximum Damage. If you haven't watched it, I would recommend first watching Hell Hades Maximum Damage tests. And then I would then go watch an episode short. It is hilarious. It's one of the greatest things I think I've ever watched. So I'd really recommend going to watch that. All right. What is your favorite legendary champion? Yeah, raid minimum damage. It was brilliant. It made me laugh. Even to this day, I sometimes go back and rewatch it. It's very funny. What is your favorite legendary champion? No free legendary champion. My favorite free legendary champion is Alice Morrow. She was my first login champion I got. And where is she? She carried my account early on. I think she's great. She's got this A2 here, AoE lockout as well. Decreases turn meter as well. She's got the A3 here, ignores 20% defense and then can turn into a double hitter. Oh yeah, tell me the group for the Dragon Tournament. Subhan, I appreciate your enthusiasm. There is no specific group for the Dragon Tournament. You just have to use champions that are all from the same faction. So for example, you just use all dwarfs, or you could just use all skinwalkers. You could even just run one champion if you wanted to. So you could run Tholan as a solo champion from the dwarfs, and that would be fine. There's no set group. You can do whatever faction you want. It just depends on your account. But what are you saying? That yeah, there is a number dread. Minimum damage. Yeah, minimum damage. Cheshire Cat, is he any good? The Cheshire Cat is amazing. Kian. Cheshire Cat is very good. Great damage dealer. Scales extreme. Probably not as useful early game. But he scales. Oh, he still is useful early game. But he scales extremely well into the late game with his damage multipliers, come off speed. Plus he has the inbuilt survivability. So he's a great champion. It's a great pull if you did pull them. Or you got them from a promo code, which is also an option. Retaliation is such a bad gear set. You really don't need to keep that much of it. My favorite at Rathalos is crazy and carries me in a lot of places. Yeah, Rathalos is a great champion too. Unfortunately, I don't have him because he came out a long time. A lot of the champions, the free login champions, came out a long time before I started playing. So unfortunately, I don't have a lot of them. But Rathalos on people's accounts that I have gone on is yeah. But Damien, if you just apply, sorry, getting back to Damien here. Damien, if you just come in and apply in the channel, or just join my Discord and send me a message, I can get back to you. Again, I can't make any promises on any time spans or anything. Fried, I'll keep as a gear set. The 15% chance to a counter attack when hit, in my opinion, is not great. So if I get a really good piece like this piece, right, I'll keep it. But it's not like a set I'm chasing, right? So I'm only going to keep really, really good pieces of it. Like, I'll keep like one chest plate. So that's not being kept. That's not being kept. It will either be this chest plate or this chest plate. But it'll probably be that chest plate. Yeah. Or yeah, just send me a message, man. Send me a message or just apply in the thing, and I can. If it's just getting your your team to stage 10 from stage 9, yeah. Depending on what you want, just send me a message. We can sort it out in a message. What would you fast success in this game too? It's not like there's not really fast success, Kian. Sometimes, all right, you give the example of having dinner with friends. You've just got to play it when you're having dinner with friends, you know? There's no downtime in this game. It's always up, up, up. I'm joking, of course. Enjoy your dinner with friends. I feel like they might not be too happy if you started playing games when you were meant to be at dinner with them. So in that case, then I would probably not avoid, but the game's a bit of a grind, unfortunately. Hey, fast success when you throw money at it. Yeah, actually, you're right. Maro is completely correct, Kian. If you have lots of money, just throw it at the game and you will eventually be in a good position. Hey, good morning for me, good night for you yet? Yeah, it's 10:19 for me. Catch 10:19 p.m. So yeah. Good. Yeah, it is night. We've been going for a while, actually. 2 hours, 20 minutes. The word is such a shit right now. I'd rather just get lost in raid, yeah. Yeah. I will try. Don't know if I want to get political in the chat. But, yes. There are lots of events out there in real life that aren't ideal at the moment. That's an understatement. Do you not have time change? Senna, Amber Heart, Senna. Sorry, do you not have time change? You mean daylight savings, Catch? Is that what you mean? Get lost in Phsylax's smile. Dread, you're starting to sound like Nick, and that's not a good experience. Is Senna the Void? Oh my... Oh, yeah. I don't have Zena. Oh, sorry, Zena. Mixed up your name. Venox. I do not have Senna. However, Senna is an amazing champion. Especially for Chimera. You see how... Yeah. Well, especially for Chimera. Especially everywhere. Increased speed, continuous heal. Turn meter fill on a 3-turn. She's got a revive. And then she's got like a ally attack on it. Her A1 activates a continuous heal. But what makes her amazing, what makes her such a good champion is her passive. Whenever a continuous heal activates on any ally, fills the turn meter of all allies by 5%. At the end of this champion's turn, increases the duration of continuous heal on a random ally except this champion for 1 turn, right? So your entire team is just getting turn meter boosted so much, right? You got 2 continuous heals here. Each time they go off, you're getting a turn meter boost of 5%. You can bring in another champion with more continuous heals if you want. Start getting more continuous heals. Because it's any continuous heal buff, right? It doesn't have to be continuous heals placed by Senna. So she's great in Chimera. A lot of people run her like with Androck because of Androck's passive, where he goes critical hits feel inflicted by the allies fill the turn meter of all allies by 5%. So people run her and Androck together and get a ridiculous amount of turns in Chimera. But yeah, Senna's an amazing champion, so congratulations on pulling her. Apparently, I hadn't rolled up this speed gear. But yeah, Senna's an amazing pull if you have pulled her or if you just had her full stop already. Congratulations. A lot of people would love a Senna. Oh, come on. Quad roll speed, guys. Quad roll speed. This is what we're looking for. Oh, and we go sad. It's not going what we want. It's all right. It happens. It's tough, but you know, we power through it. Avenging. This is what I was up to. Speed, HP, percentage. All right. Avenging is another set where you don't really want that much of it. Ronda cosplay stream quad speed equals Ronda cosplay. Thankfully, I didn't get the quad speed, but actually, low key, I feel I would have taken the quad speed. I'm basically looking at only keeping 1 weapon for avenging. It's just not a good set. What is the best? Alright, we're gonna get rid of these 5-star pieces. Even though that's probably the best. So we'll keep that. Resistance can go in the bin. You don't want resistance with avenging. Because the entire thing is you get debuffed, so why would you want to use resistance then? Attack and speed. Which one's crit rate? Attack. Let's attack. Wait, what's this a nice piece? Sell these. Oh, I didn't mean to sell that one. Oh well. It's only avenging. Daylight savings is actually interesting. Dread. We go backwards an hour. Interesting piece. I'll keep it. We go backwards an hour. So instead of it being 10:24, wait, is that right? Yeah, instead of it being 10:24, we go back to it'd be 9:24 now instead of 10:24. When does that happen? That's an outstanding question. I'm actually not sure. It should happen soon. First Sunday in April is when our daylight savings ends. So yeah, But yeah, we'd go back an hour rather than forward, so I'd be further away from midnight. It's actually kind of annoying. I prefer the okay, the same thing. I prefer the time zones better, like at the moment, than with daylight savings. It's a much the times work a lot better in terms of the actual resets throughout the day. Streaming, I could probably stream for longer with the reset being earlier, but yeah. Yeah, I would say so, Fried. There's sets like that. Yeah, sets like that I would definitely save with our resistance. Crit damage. No, we'll get rid of that, I think. Yeah, I would save them. Specific sets like lethal sets and swift parry sets that are harder to come by than perception and resilience, are the sets that I would use the mythical booster on. Yeah, the reset times are better now. Reset times are much better now for me than what they would be. This is... that's... whatever. Much better for my ability to sleep. Less stressful in the morning too. Like the reset time's 11, right? Rather than being 10. And I find 11 is much nicer than 10. I feel less rushed in the morning. As a general rule of thumb, this is a better piece. There you go. Clearing out some avenging. We've cleared out over 100 pieces, guys. This has felt like very, very productive. Is Australia in the southern hemisphere? So would you go forwards, not backwards? No, Kian, you're trying to gaslight me. No, I'm being gaslit. I refuse to accept that. I checked as well. You had me second guessing myself for a moment, but no. Being gaslit. Being gaslit. The times do not go forward. They go backwards. They go backwards. It is currently daylight savings. Outside of raid, I just have a usual 9 till 5 catch. Is what I do. Don't want to get too specific with what I do exactly, just because of, you know, privacy and stuff. All of that fun jazz. If you want to see me in person though, I'll happily tell you what it is then. But yeah, I just do a 9 till 5. We want survivability on this, right? Yeah, survivability on these pieces. He has a 9 to 5 of modeling. Mara, I wish. I feel like leader chat. Yeah, potentially. I'll think about it. Yeah. Also, we'll discuss it. Discuss it off stream. Don't want people like Kian here finding out. Getting stalked. Speed is not bad. That is not good. That is not good either. Attack percentage and speed. Interesting. We'll get rid of those though. I bet he's a firefighter. I'd kill for a 925, go to jail in the States. It's hard to get a decent motherfucking job. Yeah. What? I'd kill for a 9 to 5, go to jail in the States. It's hard to get a decent. Fried, I have not understood that. Well, I feel like I haven't understood it. I bet he's a firefighter. Nah. Can you imagine a firefighter playing Raid Shadow Legends in their spare time? I feel like it's just not a firefighter game. Defense, accuracy, resistance. That. Whatever. Yeah. I don't. I'm refusing to accept I have it wrong. Because it's Australian Eastern Daylight Time at the moment. Right. And it'd be... goes to Australian Eastern Standard Time, so... Go to jail in the States. Hard to get a job. Oh, right. I see. Well, if that is being the case, man, I wish you the best of luck with your hunt. It's just not good. I don't even know if I would want to rework this if it quad rolled. Because it's on a silly freaking stalwart. No one wants crit damage stalwart gloves. Like, but it could quad roll speed, in which case it might be useful. Alright, whatever. Let's have a look. But yeah. I'm not fuck. Language, max. Alright. That is not going well. Alright, this glove's going straight in the bin. I decided to gamble. A bit. Well, I haven't seen everything. I don't think a 5-5 playing rate is out of the realm. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you did call it, Marrow. You did call it. I felt like gambling a little bit. So here I ended up. That's alright, though. Can't win them all. Gotta be in it to win it. I feel like the overuse saying. Speed, attack percentage, no. Speed, defense percentage, sure. That's not good. That is an interesting boot. Probably never gonna get used. Triple accuracy is not bad. We'll keep all of these boots. Yeah. Reflex. Alright, reflex is another set. Curing is also. I'm making my way through the sets. It's a very freaking slow process, though. It's a very freaking slow process, guys. It's a very, very slow process. All right, we'll do reflex. Unfortunately, sorry to my friend Dread, but I don't think I will be running the Chimera today, just because I've run out of time. And if I run it, I then have to throw my builds back on everyone after. And that is annoying. Because I have specific gear sets for everyone. For Chimera. So it can be a bit annoying to try and... do. That's not a bad... I'm just rolling up all these pieces. Yeah, Mara, I will. The question for me is whether I go for his... God. Gotta keep my composure in this chat today. The question is, for me, is more whether I'll go for his soul as well. Yeah, that's more my question. Just because I definitely have the materials to be able to go for... I have the materials to be able to go. So I will definitely go for him. I'm just not sure if I will also go for his soul as well. Depends how expensive it is. I don't have a good attack-based damage dealer for Arena. So I'm optimistic he could kind of fill that void. I think he's got a really cool kit. So I'd be very interested in putting in some resources to get him, especially with champ training. I mean, you will always get, you know, the value out of champ training in the future going forward. Oh, I'll keep that as an off piece. But yeah, are you gonna go for a Marrow? Oh, it's not rolled that well. No. I did read that, by the way, Kian. I was hoping if I carry in his arms out of a burning building. And look, I appreciate the thought. That I've even, you know, made it onto that thought process is quite nice, but... I don't know if I have the arm strength. But yeah. But yeah, let me guys know, or let me know if you guys are planning on going for the Edward event, as Mara has pointed out. I got really lucky and pulled him randomly already. Yeah, that's good. I mean, even then, if you have some couple shards and you could see yourself using him, it might be interesting to go for his soul. We drew for 2x on Immortal Soul Stones. I wouldn't even if I had the resources. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It would be interesting with the 5-star. I suppose it all depends on the account development. Are we due for a 2x on Immortal Soul Stones? I have no idea. Right? I'm sorry I can't be more help. They are very... Unlike the 2x's for shards, there's no set pattern. They just do them haphazardly. So... Whether we are due one, I have genuinely no idea. Just because there's no set, you know, they don't follow like a set... Yeah, there's no set schedule like there is for the 2x shard events. Even then, though, they don't really follow the 2x shard events all the time, so... It feels like it's been a little bit, but I don't typically pull on 2x Soulstone events. So, I don't really pay that much attention to when they come up, unless it's on at the same time as a deck of Fate, in which case I paid a little more attention, but... Yeah, most of the time, unfortunately, it doesn't get much of my attention. Yeah. Yeah, well, I feel... When do you pull them on the decks? Yeah, right. Immortals, I only pull on decks. So, my thought process is I save my Immortals and Mortals to complete decks of Fate. This is just my strategy. I know other content creators out there will use their Mortal Soul Stones, not the Immortals, but the bottom ones, on 2x events just because they're such low value in decks of Fate. However, I still find them useful in being able to save my Immortals. So I use Immortals and Mortals to do decks of Fates, and I just pull Eternals on 2x's. If I'm feeling a bit adventurous, I might do a 10 pull of Immortals, but at the moment I'm a little low. So at the moment I wouldn't pull. Oh, frick, all of these gloves are really not that ideal. Speed. Oh, great. But yeah, I typically just pull them for decks. I feel you get the most value out of them that way. 5-star, we are getting rid of anything that's 5-star. Crit damage accuracy, that can go in the bin. I can stay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. Kept one of each. I'll show you my stash. 21 minutes. Where are my soul stones? So I've got 19. All right, so I've got 69 mortals, which plus another 58. So I've got like 130 or so mortals, which is not a ridiculous amount. And then I got 19 immortals saved up. Saying that, you might have noticed that I do have a lot. I can buy 58 immortals. So I've got a lot of the coins saved up. I can buy 3 Eternals, but I prefer to save those coins to buy the essence for specific champions. At the moment, I'm looking for Marius. But I feel like, yeah. So yeah, I pulled these for the events, and then I pulled one on the 2x, and I got a V6 5-star soul. But my V6 isn't built, so it wasn't that helpful. Wasn't that helpful for me, but I got a large collection of souls that I could also sell to make a lot of space for stuff. But like, I'm pretty sure I don't need this Phoenix soul. I saw it just pop up anyway. And I have a duplicate Joan 4-star soul. How sad is that? Souls are probably where my account has gone behind the most in terms of just like the actual pulls. My best soul pull was this 6-star Lamassu from Immortal, and that's the only usable soul I've pulled for a legendary on my account. Like this, I got from the event, and then bought the 6-star. Got from the event. Got from the event. Got from the event. Got from the event. Got for free. Got for free. Bought Marius. Got from the event. Got bought. Bought. Like all of these are just bought. So yeah. Very lucky to get the Lamassu 6-star soul. Best soul on my account by a mile. Very lucky to pull it, but it's the only usable legendary I've pulled in a ridiculous amount of soul stones. So that's where that sits. But yeah, what's the time looking at, guys? Damn, time flies when you're sitting here chatting away and gear cleansing through a lot of gear. I think we'll have a look at the cruel gear and then we'll go from there, guys. Hopefully I've made some decent amount of progress as well through the gear event, but yeah. All right, we got to be tough on the cruel because you get a lot of cruel and it's not the greatest set in the game. So we got to be tough. I don't need this amount of cruel gear. None of it's going to get used. Like that's not going to get used. That might get used eventually. That's a better version of that. This is okay, so we'll keep that. That is interesting. We'll keep that. That's not great. That is fine. That is not great. That can stay. It's double speed. It's not great. I mean, I don't think we need like that much speed, right? Did I sell a piece I was meant to roll up potentially? You say holy shit. Fried? Is there a reason? Did the amount of souls I had surprise you? God, I have a lot of shields, guys. I don't know what I'm doing with all these shields. Speed. I mean, that's just an awful piece there. So I don't even know why I rolled it up. Resistance, speed, crit rate, defense. It's 2-piece set, so you don't need to keep a piece of every bit. Yeah. Well, how long has it been now? I played the game for a while, 1 year and 3 months. And I haven't played it casually. So, yeah. And I really didn't spend my souls for a long time. Let's get rid of some of these shields, guys. This is absolutely horrific. That's a better version of that. I don't know why I've glyphed that. Triple double res, I'm not interested in. That one's going in the bin. That one is a nice one. This one is a nice one. These are the same, aren't they? Whatever. No. We'll keep that. Triple crit damage. We'll keep it. HP short. No. If I cut down on the amount of shields, I still have a ridiculous amount of shields. All right, we're cutting down on these 5-star shields because I don't need this many 5-star shields. Right, we'll see what this one rolls. Is this the account your first raid account, or did you have one before this? This is my first raid account. Catch? God, they've rolled the exact same. Except this one, 12, 14. This one has better rolls. No, this one has a better speed roll. This one's better crit rate. Wait, just sell this one. Yeah, this is my first raid account. I made it because my brother asked me to make it. Christmas. He was like, try playing this game with me. I was like, all right. And now here I am. So, yeah. Now I've ended up playing this game for probably way too long. This isn't, look, an ideal piece. I'll get rid of it. All right, we'll leave the shields there. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. He had played it on and off. He had played it on and off for a couple of years. For like a long time. Like he had UDK from a free login. So he had played it on and off, and that, yeah, that's how I got into it. Hello, Ella the Smeller. Yeah. I know, it's getting... God, it is getting late, you're right. We're just finishing clearing out the cruel gear, but then unfortunately... Yeah. Defense, crit rate. We really only want crit damage gloves, in all honesty, guys. Nothing else is really gonna cut it. Crit rate with crit rate is not ideal. Crit rate. Attack, HP. This one's not that great. But we'll keep it though. How does your account compare to my brother's? Well, Catch Fayne, I'll message you after and I'll show you. I'll show you. It's more developed. More developed now. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have the time to play as much. No one said anything about it getting late. It is getting late, Kian. I can feel the lateness creeping in. Yeah, I'll message you after. But yeah. But funnily enough, we do have a joint account, which we have both gotten busy. So we have not played on it that much. But for a bit of fun, we have a joint account where we do spend a bit of money. But unfortunately, life got in the way. So we haven't been able to play on it that much. As I try and figure my way through these pieces. Defense. Crit damage, defense speed. Accuracy main stat is just probably not going to get used on like a cruel piece. In all honesty, that's not going to get used either. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure, Kian. Sure, Kian. We can make a joint account. That's fun. I know nobody IRL. Yeah, he's the only one. Well, he's the only person I know that actually plays as well, so... yeah, it's not the most popular game. And it's also a game I really don't recommend. Like, I don't really go out of my way to recommend people to play it just because it takes a ridiculous amount of time. I'm pretty sure I got into Raid purely because of the Ninja collab. Lol, I think I downloaded it as a joke, but it's been fun. Yeah, I enjoy the game. I love the game. I enjoy the strategy aspect to it with the champion building. I enjoy, you know, going out, trying to optimize your teams. I enjoy live arena. The arenas are all fun. My only gripe with the game, I can get my head around the RNG with the shards and stuff, whatever. I don't mind. My only gripe with the game is the amount to like do everything in the game. Because when I end up playing games, I end up playing them like I want to do everything, you know. I want to complete all my daily quests, etc. It takes a ridiculous amount of time. Which is my only real, like, massive gripe. Which is, it is a bit of a big gripe. It just takes a ridiculous amount of time. This is just not going to be... It's a speed group. Correct. No. Yeah, it is a huge time sink. Like, for me, the amount of time you have to... Like, I've sat here for, what, 2.5, nearly 3 hours. And I really, in all honesty, guys, I have not done that much. Like, I've spent that time gear cleansing because there's not a ridiculous amount to do in-game at the moment. But I haven't accomplished much. I was going to rebuild some of my champions. I haven't got around to rebuilding any of those champions, so all of my presets are still not quite correct. Like, it just takes outside, you've got all your daily stuff, which takes a couple hours, right? And then you've got all this other stuff, gear cleansing. You've got your clan boss runs. You then have to go through and do your team builds. Yeah, you might get a new champion. You've got booking. You've got champion training that takes a while. It just all adds up. Do you think God Forge is going to last? Getting past that 2-year mark from game is hard. I think it will flop. Then we're going to lose the optimizer. Do I think God Forge will flop or is going to last? I don't know. I will be interested to test out God Forge. They seem to be taking a much more community-orientated approach, which I appreciate a lot. I do watch some of their podcasts on their YouTube channel here and there. I think what I like most about it is they're saying their time expectation for people in game is 45 minutes to an hour a day, which I think is a much more realistic, you know, expectation for people, which I appreciate because raids is much more than that. Will that be including everything? Probably not, but I think their time expectations. My main gripe with God Forge is I don't really like the artwork style as much as raids. And given I'm going to spend my entire time looking at it, I don't, yeah. That's my main issue with it. Also, I don't have time to play Raid and Godforge. So it's either or. And given the time sunk cost I've put into Raid, I'd rather continue on with Raid. Yeah, exactly, Catch. I'm in the same spot. When they announced Godforge, I was like, oh, great. It's a new game I can play. I'm not behind. I'll start that and smash it out. But as my Raid account's gone more developed, I haven't really want to split it. I'll definitely test it out. But, yeah. Do I think it's going to last? I do think it's really hard to tell. I mean, it's obviously still very early, and they're not going to launch with all their features. So I think it'll be interesting. I don't know if you guys know Shroud, the game, the FPS player. But he launched a game, which I've forgotten the name of. Not Splitgate. What was the name of the game? I played it briefly. Spectre Divide. So Shroud's an FPS gamer. But yeah, he launched Spectre Drive, which was Spectre Divide, which was hugely driven by him with the marketing and everything. He played it. He was heavily invested in it. And it looked great from the outside. But the game, I just don't know. I played it a bit, but it just didn't drag you in. Like, the concept of the game was interesting, but that died 6 months after launch. It had a huge amount of players originally, but none of them retained. So will the same thing happen to Godforge? I'm not sure. Maybe. It depends if people really, yeah. But yeah, the main thing is I only play one gotcha game at once, and I prefer the art style in Raid is amazing, especially their new champions. What they do is very impressive. Saying that, I do think Godforge on the whole will have a lot of features that Raid probably should have. Quality of life will probably be better in Godforge, and you'll probably get better community interaction. But of course, you probably don't have to pick one game unless you make YouTube videos on it. But yeah, sorry, Frad, that's probably a very long expectation. I would be surprised if we lose the optimizer. I think Hell Hades is separate, like the website and stuff is all separate to the actual Godforge. Like, it's not made by Fateless. The website's not a Fateless creation. The website is Hell Hades, not Fateless. So I would say they are separate, and I doubt we would lose the optimizer if Godforge went badly. 99%. Thanks, Kian. Eventually, Faye, once the money starts, I don't know. They've got a lot of people that work on the website, the Hell Hades website. So I don't know. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, then I have to leave it there. It's getting late for this evening. I've very much enjoyed chatting with you all. Again, once again, appreciate all the support. I don't think I've plugged myself once, so I'll plug it once at the end. Go and please like the stream if you have. Subscribe if you also have not already. Very much appreciate any support. Stay around to tune in for my videos that go out every couple days or so. At the moment, yeah, just go and pay attention. And if you're looking to start a new account, go down below and use my link. Thank you to Raid for also sponsoring. And a big shout out to Mario for his 2 amazing super chats. Anyway, appreciate everyone for tuning in. Have a great night. And I'll see you again in 2 weeks for the next CVC stream. Thank you, guys.